Boca Juniors against fucking
Real Madrid.
Yeah, and Paris Saint-Germain, I think, beat Atletico yesterday.
They were down to 10 men, weren't they, Atletico?
Yeah, I mean, look, maybe it catches the imagination a bit later on, but the fact that I haven't watched the game and the fact that we're going to watch one tonight, so we'll get a feel for the standard of the tournament. A couple of ex-Premier League players in the LAFC, on the LAFC roster, Noah, from your time in the States. You call it a roster, don't you?
It was a roster, yeah, it was a roster, like.
It's just frozen.
On the roster for the LAFC dudes is Olivier Giroud, who's on the duty tonight.
He's on the bench, yeah.
And there's also another ex-Premier League player in there, former Tottenham Hotspur goalkeeper Hugo Lloris, who is a World Cup winner, isn't he?
Is he? Yeah.
Lloris, yeah, he's got to be on it.
But it must be good for them to go out live in LA for a bit and not twilight the career and just...
Well, it was up until the Mexicans rioted last week and started trying to take over the
bombing
city.
The gaff. Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy times, isn't it? I mean, have you paid any attention? I know I have to talk about it because it's all over Sky News today. Israel and Iran looks like full-blown war's about to break out.
Yeah, I've been following it quite, squeaky bum time for investments and shit, so I've been following it quite religiously the past 24, 48 hours, but I still going back to it. I mean, I know what Israel is saying, but they're sort of like, they could bomb us with nuclear weapons, they could do this, but I don't agree they shouldn't have gone anywhere near Iran still. Just don't think they should have. People are going to disagree, which is fine, but I just don't think they should have bombed Iran. They didn't need to. And no, and what made me laugh was the Israelis were coming out because Israel bombed Iran, they bombed the military bases and killed all military personnel. Then Iran bombed fucking Tel Aviv and said, right, fuck yous, bombed Tel Aviv, and just went right in the middle of it and bombed men, women and children, which is wrong, we know that. But then Israel saying, look at them, they're bombing civilians. We just bomb the army. They've got no heart. They're bombing women and kill children. And like, hang on a minute, you've been doing that in Gaza for the past fucking 2 years. You flattened the gaff. You killed 100,000 babies or something silly. Now they're crying like, oh no, you can't do that to us. But
allegedly.
Okay, allegedly, but they have.
Well, allegedly, that's why you said it. You don't know for sure. You're not on the ground.
I'm not on the ground, but I've got no tin
mass
on.
Casualty is terrible sight, but is this just not like I was thinking about it the other day? I ended up going and watching a load of documentaries in my tinfoil moments to try and fill my head, and I ended up reading a couple of books on the Crusades. I think it was Dan Snow. Is it one of those guys? Dan Jones or something? Which was interesting, and it got me thinking, we've never actually stopped being at war at any point. All I can ever remember is war. So it's like, oh, it's the start of World War III. I'm like, every time there's been an escalation of a conflict, imminent World War III, well, we all know World War III is not going to happen. It can't, because everyone's going to die.
Yeah, there's two World War III. There's a nuclear war, and one, there's a technical war, where they just shut down power grids, they switch off everything, and then again, the other one is a nuclear war.
We've also had this week, and we don't want to go on too much about wars, it is a sports programme, but we've also had this week further developments in the Giza plateau in Egypt, the pyramids.
I haven't seen this
underground yet. That like, did you see the thing about these structures being underground, going like kilometres deep under the pyramids? Well, there's further research about it. Like there's a full underground.
Did you find Everton's trophies at the bottom?
So you had to go there, didn't you? You had to go there. You couldn't leave it. So that for me, I mean, that's going to raise masses of questions. And the other thing being, the New York Post has published an article today about there being a lost city underneath Antarctica.
Have they?
Yeah. Which I always thought was, when you read and watch them Graham Hancock documentaries and read the books, it kind of points to that. And I mean, that the Nile didn't always run the way it runs. It used to run east to west or something like that. It didn't used to always run north to south.
Obviously, it makes sense. If you look at actual timescales, the Antarctica wasn't as big and as vast as what it was, or as cold as what it was.
Hang on a minute. How can it run east to west? Doesn't it have to run with gravity?
Yeah, well, this is what we're saying. The Earth tilts spinning.
and the taxes a bit.
Okay, so
over time.
east to west used to be north to
Yeah,
south.
it hasn't always spanned that
So
way.
where
on
would
the taxes.
where would the north and south poles be then?
Well, England used to be where Australia was fucking millions of years ago. So the Earth's done that. So that's what I was saying. So we don't know at what point it's spun and where it is.
It must surely go on like the landmass, mustn't it? Where like the landmass kind of
I don't know.
leans, because it doesn't sit flat, does it?
The scary thing is we're never going to find out, are we? So
Yeah,
Well,
but
they must
doesn't
know if
doesn't
the- if
it tilts on an axis?
Surely Elon Musk knows.
and the axis moves, and the axis has been moving slowly for.
If he's on Mars and all that, and he's doing what he's doing, them SpaceX dudes, them astronauts, they'll know what they're doing. Jeff Bezos' missus, I know they've just got married this weekend, so we have to
Julia Jugovic.
pass our congratulations on to Jeff and her. Lauren Sanchez, or Lauren Bezos now, as she's known, who's just become
Billionaire.
well, he'd be prenup out of his mind, I would imagine. Surely Jeff's not walking into that,
Again.
exposing himself to
Over the big
half of his dough.
over the big pair of tits.
Listen, it's
could be a lovely
you never
woman.
know. I would be very surprised if Bezos isn't anchored down into it.
Respect. She's an astronaut.
I know that's
Give her some
that's why I was saying it. But also that'll be interesting to see what comes out of this. So let's get into soccer. They raised 15 million quid. Has anyone seen it?
I watched the second half of my sins.
Okay,
listen,
was it on the telly? Was it on ITV?
Yeah, it was on ITV. Listen, Soccer Aid is what it is. It's not really. It's a I don't know. It's a
Harry
pantomime.
Redknapp and
It's a
yeah.
pantomime.
It's an exhibition, isn't it?
It's a pant, but it is an exhibition. It's after season's ended. There's no one taking a seat apart from Tevez fucking scoring 4. But
So it's a mixture then of celebrities,
it always has been,
musicians, and ex-players.
Remember Maradona played in it and everything, haven't they, over the years? It's like Rooney's now sharing a pitch with fucking Angry Ginge, which is just mental.
My God, what's the keeper doing there? Is that J-Mo?
Was it?
Who's that came out? Was that David James? Van der Sar?
Van der Sar, yeah. But second goal, Chloe Kelly slots it past Van der Sar. Totu Scousers straight away. Is it Chloe Kelly?
Jack Wiltshire, my God.
Yeah, Jack Wiltshire.
Oh, Van der Sar.
Van der Sar's had an absolute nightmare there.
The girl defending there, though.
The funny bit
Was it a cross-gender game, was it?
Yeah. Which is just nuts for me, because you'll see Bonucci's tackle in a bit. The funny bit, I was watching it thinking, because it's part celebrities, isn't it? And there was a blonde girl playing up front, and I was thinking, who's this celebrity from Canada? Who's this celebrity from Canada? And I'm like thinking, she's fucking shite here. I'm going to put some blonde girl from Canada. And then they went, former Canadian soccer international. She was actually a fucking ex-pro woman. She was fucking crap. I thought she was a celebrity.
I'm looking forward to seeing this Bonucci tackle.
Oh,
it's not even that bad. It's actually...
it's a great, but no, it's the way she falls, just eats the grass, just like... But yeah, can I tell you who got man of the match now?
Oh, go on, yeah.
Angry Ginge.
Angry Ginge, was he playing well, was he? What position is he?
He was playing centre. Look, that's him there, clearing off the line.
Oh, good, yeah. A little bit of John Terry about him.
Yeah, he had it with Tevez as well. A little Trezeguet dink over.
Oh, it's a nice little touch from Trezeguet. Well, good defending from him. Give him that.
And then...
Big duck ass kicking it off the line.
What were the teams? Britain and
the rest of the world, yeah. Tony Bellew went off injured after I didn't see the first half.
My God, Van der Sar's having one here, isn't he?
He is, yeah. Got them fucking slippery wrists. Look, that wasn't... He's made up with the save. He should have caught that. Easy.
Good pass, Rooney.
The Italians aren't really in, but they're in a different game with their presenters. I've seen the Italian football presenters.
That's
so what these rumours are made about people streaking naked around the campus? Frank the Tank, who's LAFC.
Oh, I've got a clue, yeah.
What?
LAFC, that's who's the owner of LAFC, isn't he?
Yeah, no.
Frank the Tank?
Frank the Tank.
Is he, yeah?
Yeah, Will Ferrell, innit?
Watch this on side.
Will Ferrell?
Watch.
There he is.
Yeah.
Not when we went.
I see him, isn't Will Ferrell Everton?
Chloe Kelly's lots of past Van der Sar. Look at it.
Oh,
is that Chloe Kelly? Who is it?
Will
back
be,
a bit. No, it's not.
It's not. What's her name?
No.
Scouser. Tony Duggan. Scouser play for Everton.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's all right here.
Good finish.
Great finish past. Look, little notch.
Oh yeah, good finish. Van der Sar, good slot.
Tony Duggan, she's all right here. Watch.
She played for Barcelona there.
Did she? Yeah.
Yeah.
Scouser, yeah.
Yeah. Sure, she was at Barcelona.
Watch
Good
this.
finish,
This with angle. This just doesn't know any. Van der Sar's just. I don't think he could have done anything.
Shit's aside there.
Yeah, Scouser 2-0 up.
Gents had a bit of work done on the teeth there, or they're natural?
Oh, lads, it's a sellout, look. In the game behind us.
No.
Oh, this can't be serious.
This isn't serious.
This can't be serious.
This is kicking off in 7 minutes.
7 minutes, lad, and there's fucking no one there.
This can't be real.
I'm made up.
But where's it in the States?
Yeah.
Oh God, there's got to be more people than that there. It's not the women's footy gets more in.
Are you sure this isn't Baller League?
They get more in, don't they?
That you into phone missing the sitter?
Oh
yeah, this handball should have been sent off here in the rest.
Lad, it's a charity game. You
know,
can't be sending the keeper off. It's if he had a Westlife him.
Yeah.
He shit himself there. He thought he was getting sent off.
No, he's flying with that wings there. Look at him.
He played for Leeds though, or something. Him, you know.
Did in goal? Did he?
Yeah. I don't know whether he was in goal. He didn't he have one out of Westlife have a scholarship at Leeds.
Oh, look.
Sure, it was him.
God.
Our mate played in it. You remember Pete the Pirate? He made Pete from The View, the band The View.
Oh yeah.
He played
in this game.
He played in one of them.
Oh, did he? He was a dreadful footballer when he came to that five-a-side lad, wasn't he? My God. No, you're trying to win, and you've got Pete on the side. Sorry, Pete, but oh God. We had to move him around a few positions to see what he had up his sleeve. He didn't have much.
That Stephen Bartlett come on left wing.
They were good. Them 5-0s in the cage, lad. There was some.
Where did you play the
Goals?
goals?
Get one going again, you know.
In goals?
Is that where you play goals?
No, he used to play Prechy, didn't he?
Yeah.
Good finish, the foul.
Told you, league and goal scorer in Soccerhead. Told you it was good.
Good finish.
What do you think the official attendance is there in this game?
16.
Even for Americans,
this can't be
that's
serious.
bad,
I'm going to rank fire that this is not.
No,
like,
this is it.
This can't be right.
It's in LA as well, surely, innit?
This can't be right. How would the clubs agree to keep playing? I know, but your players need to have a breather, lad. You need to fucking look after your players.
Tevez comes on. He's only just come on.
3-0 England were winning.
Yeah, and they got beat. Was it 5-4?
It's I know it's a good cut. It's a good thing, isn't it, for raising the money and for the
if you look at it, what it is, it's pantomime. Paddy McGuinness is in goal. Fuck's sake.
No,
you know what I mean?
It's a good save, Paddy. There, got a good airline there. I tell you, who was seeing he's finally given it up was Russ Abbott. Who used to be in, Joe Hart. Sorry. What's he done? Has he gone? He's gone for a session?
No, he's had a tranny, yeah.
Do you think he watches this and gone, I'm going to go down the air tattoo route?
Yeah, no, not a chance. He's gone for a
seedlings been
he's
potatoes planted in that field.
Definitely, he's been a few spuds knocking in his head there, definitely.
Well, he had the old invisible fringe on for the last couple of months, hasn't he, on the telly?
Yeah,
the old
especially when them cameras are on him with the lights.
Oh, lad, you might as well put that paint on it.
It's gone.
Yeah, luminous paint on it.
He has got the whitest hair in the world, Tevez, just like...
Lads, honestly, I've seen more of Prescott Cables than he have in this game.
Look, watch Shaggy Elker.
Shaggy
Elker just putting his
sharp there, Tevez.
Yeah, he could start for Everton.
I mean, J-Mo makes his mind up. Is that Mo Farah having a go there?
Yeah. No, it's J-Mo, it was Paddy McGuinness in goal.
I thought it was Cafu there for a second and then realised Mo Farah.
Quicker.
Tell you what, he'd fucking be able to run up and down all... Never stop running that fucker, would he?
Sam Quech.
Oh, is she on there?
Oh, you know what?
Isn't she Welsh?
No, she's Scouse, isn't she? What's they say? She's Scouse.
Good finish. She played footy?
No, she played hockey, didn't she?
Oh, God, I don't know. I can't keep up with it
anymore. She played hockey. Look at them all dancing. I just dig
Yeah, it's a nice thing, isn't it?
No,
if you're gay, if you're gay and that, you're into it, aren't you? Do you know what I mean? It's only for queers, that. Let's be honest.
What the dancing?
There's no sane man who's watching that on TV. You're half gay. That's why you're watching that. There's no one serious is watching that.
Look at all the Chelsea players laughing here, lad, because there's no fans there.
Look at them coming out one by one.
God.
Yeah, they are actually coming out
what
one by one.
What are they doing to the beautiful game? What are they doing?
Get the volume up, lad, see if they're announcing the players.
They'll have to, because no one knows who these are.
What's it on now?
Just go on, it'll pop up.
No, are you aware of this?
I'm going to put it on here.
Are you aware of this roster from your time spent
with the free kick from Tevez?
The collegiate system?
I actually realised I left uni 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But
did you play against any of these dudes?
Let's have a little look at some names.
Were your crowds like that?
Better.
It's mad, innit? Do you reckon it's just...
They were trying to sell tickets
will footy ever take off over there?
Alright. Allegedly, they were selling tickets for these games at $400 a pop. and they were trying to sell them last week. This is months ago, and they were trying to sell them
It's
last
on Channel
week
5,
for
Campbell,
40,
apparently.
Channel 5.
$40 a pop, and now they're trying to give them away, or they can't give them away.
Sounds familiar,
Yeah,
doesn't
I'm
it?
watching on the road.
Do you know what I mean? Like this can't be serious.
That's one CBS.
This cannot be serious. I thought
Channel
like,
5 is suitable though, isn't
let's
it?
be serious here.
Like,
If
suits
Liverpool were playing,
I'd be embarrassed a bit here.
but I'm saying,
not imagine
Liverpool on, innit?
telling Virgil van Dijk to walk out in here and look at the crowd going.
no, but I'm
I'm
saying,
off.
would Liverpool sell that stadium out?
I wouldn't sell it out, no. They wouldn't sell it out.
What are you on about? You're a global club, aren't you?
Yeah, they wouldn't sell it
Where
out.
is it in Saudi?
No, it's
Atlanta?
It's in Atlanta, isn't it?
In America?
Are you telling me Liverpool,
I think Liverpool would.
wouldn't
I
sell
think
that
they
stadium?
would. Yeah.
They'd sell that out. They'd sell more than that.
So
anyway,
there's a number in there, but there's also a number of empty seats at this moment. So I don't know what the stadium holds. We're going to have to find that out, aren't we?
Lads, I don't know what I'm watching here. It's like fucking watching Gladiators.
it's bad, isn't it?
It's obviously it's
Kukuchea ready!
I'm imagining it shines a light, so it'll give them a lot more from a FIFA perspective. If it's Infantino behind it, and he's playing a political game, by giving Al In, by giving LAFC, by giving Auckland City, fucking whoever, whichever these nonsense leagues that are making up this competition, they'll have a coefficient that'll vote. Now, their top sides get the chance to play against Chelsea, get to play against Real Madrid, get to play against Paris Saint-Germain. It's almost like an incredible pre-season friendly for them, all right? But it's under the guise of the Club World Cup. So it's a political manoeuvre from Infantino and the FIFA power brokers
definitely.
to keep a tight leash on what goes on the world. Plus also, some of these stadiums will be getting tried and tested, I would imagine, for the up-and-coming World Cup that's going to take place in North America and Canada, is it?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm imagine it's a dry rehearsal for some of the stadiums, for the trains, for the fucking... before it kicks off for the World Cup.
And supposedly it's been horrific,
well, they'll be trialling a few out to say, right, we've got to rule that one out. They can't have games because it's a pile of shit. We've had all this feedback saying it's... So there's a methodology in it. I can't believe the clubs have signed up for it, but they've got that bigger squad these days, and they go, do you know what, we might as well keep these fuckers ticking over, because most of them will get in trouble if we fucking give them 6 weeks off. So we'll keep them ticking over. It means they're not as bad when they turn up for pre-season, which most of the lads aren't massive for getting out of shape anyway, unless you see some of the kippers getting pulled in IB for this week on the socials. I'm not going there. But anyway, we've all, you know.
Not even the kippers. Did you see?
Some people were catching wasps with the
Did you see
tongue
Man
in their
United?
IB.
What's his name? What's his kid up front? Man United. Who pissed himself? Xerxes.
Oh yeah,
See him piss himself, Xerxes.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
It's piss.
So yeah, but there wasn't a bird grinding on him.
Yeah,
or something?
some absolute two.
So
Watch
he
your mouth
pissed
about
himself.
Xerxes.
Why?
Watch your mouth.
All right, lad. Now you look at the white Xerxes. That's why.
Anyway, we're
My
talking
mate's
about the
fucking mate,
Club
that.
World Trophy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there is a method in the madness, and I think it'll get towards the end of it. It'll be interesting to see how it is. And anyway, these big clubs have got such big squads now that they pretty much need to find game time for players, exposure for players. So loads of lads who won't have played masses of minutes will get run-outs in this competition, almost as a can you stay with the group for the next transfer window opening. It's towards the back end of this tournament, isn't it?
Yeah.
So there's also the inaugural prize money. I think they said is fucking ridiculous.
100 million.
All right, so that obviously keeps them tied in. And the thing about it anyway, most of these sides invited here will be off to America to do a pre-season tour, off to fucking Asia to do a post and a pre-season tour. Man United have just been in Malaysia, haven't they? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, money talks, and it's a big part of the modern game. And my fear is for players and burnout. But you know, you got sports science now, but these players just don't stop.
They've got to
you got to be careful.
So they have, what have these had off now? They've had 2 weeks off, have they had, or 10 days off?
Well, you haven't really had anything off, have you? Because this is
this,
here, you've got to keep ticking over. You're not off, are you?
No, you're not off. You're switched off. You're right.
Well, you know this is coming in 2 weeks, so even if you get a couple of days off and you can go and let your hair down for a couple of days, you've got to, you can't just go missing on the missing list for 2 weeks, can you?
Yeah, you can't do a rush.
You can't go to Glastonbury, can you, for a week? You can't just disappear because you've got the Club World Cup coming. So you can let your hair down, but you can only let your hair down so much because,
yeah,
you know, and again, most of these lads are internationals. That's normality for them anyway. But my fear is after a long season of Sunday to win that Conference League.
Yeah,
you've got to go to this Club World Trophy.
This is a good point. Dean in the comments he has put Liam Delap hasn't gone to the under-21s because of this poxy tournament. Which is
yeah, I can see. I don't see what Liam's got to benefit from playing for the 21s at this point.
I think you need a tournament.
No, it's just sign for Chelsea, lad. You've taken on the number 9 shirt. Get yourself integrated with your teammates as soon as possible. Forgetting on the 21s because you just bypass them if you start scoring for fucking Chelsea's first team anyway. So. With the greatest respect to Carsley, and listen, if you've played a year of men's footy there as he has, and you've just signed for Chelsea, anyone with half a brain cell around him says, fucking bin the 21s and get yourself in the manager's plans, in the manager's good books straight away by going and scoring a load of goal against subpar opposition in this competition to embed yourself and sell yourself.
It makes sense to get it. I know what you mean. I think you would like to go to 21s. It makes sense that you said to get yourself familiar with your teammates as soon as possible.
No, his priority at the minute is becoming Chelsea's number 9, and to give himself the best opportunity to do that, he has to be on this tour.
It'd be good to see him run out for them.
I keep shitting myself. That's on over there. I keep fucking.
I tell you who is having a bit of time off and a bit of a blowout.
Who?
Ross Barkley.
I've just said that before. Yeah, he's loving it, Ross, isn't he?
Listen,
he's in Sonar, I think, in
He's
Barcelona.
in Barca,
Why not? Absolutely. Him and Lunny.
Yeah, Lundstrom as well.
Why not?
Lad, I love to see that, mate.
That's what it's all about. That's what a break is. I mean, you've worked. I mean, what's his game next season? Do you reckon, Ross Barkley? I reckon he could go to Everton, you know.
Yeah.
Is he out of contract?
They're out.
No, he's not out of contract. He's got one more year.
At Villa?
Yeah,
he's just out of favour, I feel.
He's on the edge of Villa and he's not going to play.
So I reckon Everton could be a good shout for him, you know.
Yeah, Everton or Newcastle.
Don't they go to Newcastle?
Would you have him back, Joe?
I would have took him. I was saying to take him when he went to Luton. I would have took him that window before.
Now I've seen him off his cake, I'd definitely take him back.
Allegedly. On the disco biscuits.
Lad, he weren't trying to hide anything though, was he? He weren't trying to hide anything.
No.
Barkley? Wasn't asked.
Lad, he was having a gorgeous time.
Lad, he was absolutely loving it.
A gorgeous time. You know, pressure off, relax. Let your flare down.
What's this? It's getting. Is Rio Ferdinand's story true that Stephen Corker nearly threw Joey into the Thames?
I don't remember it like that. I remember us fucking about, and I remember thinking he grabbed me and ran with me, and I remember thinking if I let go of this headlock, it could go off here. And he's a big lump like Corker, a big centre half, and he like 6'3", 6'4", and we were on the bridge, so we negotiated a kind of truce. After he ran a little bit and he couldn't have moved with the headlock, I have to like stuff the Z in like bushes to make him realise like you're not coming out of this headlock. And eventually, but I was saying, look, if I let you go here and you fucking kick off and I get you back in it, the next time I won't let you out of it. So and anyway, after about 7 minutes headlock, he eventually realised he couldn't get out of it and had to negotiate a peace offering with me. So we were sound, carried on that night. That was the same night that he carried on getting drunker and drunker and drunk because he was drinking, I think, Sambuca. So that was about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But he started drinking Sambuca at like 12 when we first turned up.
Slippery slope.
And he was getting the Korean boy, we had a Korean left back that he was trying to pull into his web. And we were walking across the bridge to, I think it's called the Ship in Wandsworth. We had to go from the bar across, and then that was the same night. I don't know why Rio's talking about it, but that was the same night that, if you remember, Kolka believed he was getting chased by the police and started running in between parked cars and slipped over and knocked himself out, like fractured his head or something. So, like sparked himself out. And the lad said the police weren't even chasing him. Like the police, if you remember, something happened in the bar, I think with Rio. And there was a bit of a scuffle or whatever, and the police turned up, but Kolka thought the police were chasing him or something and staved off down the road and like slipped round the corner and whacked his head on the parked car, lad. We got back into training the other day. I think Rio had the busies on his door for whatever had gone on, and Kolka's fucking looked like he's been filled in.
And you got the blame?
No, I was fucking, one of the rare occasions I was nothing to do with me. I think I was. Well, I'm saying I was double lively, but I hadn't obviously got in any of the shenanigans.
Not the image, just that Stephen Cook with his head in a bush.
No, I think I gave it tight to Joe Ledley that night, just saying to him how shit I thought he was a footy. Just saying, you're fucking shit. Did
they end up at QPR?
Was Joe Ledley at QPR?
No, the Crystal Palace lads, I think, were on their Christmas night out in the same booth. It was like a lively boozer. So
Andrew was telling me about the ship for some reason.
Yeah,
I don't know. Why was he on about it? Was he there at the golf club? I don't know if he was there, and we started talking about this ship, and apparently it was like mega lively.
It goes off, yeah.
And just like full of
the bank of the
full of celebrities or something.
Yeah,
just a footy lads,
Palace were in that relegation battle with us, and his name Sean Ledley had just gone there anyway, and I'd had a few. We ended up sitting Fingo, and I was just going, I haven't played against you yet, like, you're so bad, I can't wait to. We've got to play you as a 6-pointer at our place, like, you're fucking shit. Like, I just can't wait to get.
What was he saying though?
Like, he was like, he didn't know whether it was on the wind up or not, like, he was like, didn't want to have a nibble on it. Anyway, we played them about 4 weeks later or whatever. He fucking steamed into me after about 5 minutes. Gave me like a mega late tackle, actually. I actually really enjoyed it, because I give it to him tight, so, but he's alright, a good lad. When I went to Bristol Rovers as manager, he was in there he was on like kind of trial, like trying to see if he could get a deal, but we never ended up taking him, but he was sound.
Would that often happen in London? You'd go out and you'd see loads of different teams in the same places?
Yeah, like it's like anywhere, isn't it? If you go to Manchester, you see loads of people in there, or Liverpool, like if you're a certain group of lads, there's only so many places you can go, isn't it? You're like quite limited, you can't go everywhere. So you're always bouncing into other players and all that. That's why all the fake hardman stuff and all that off the park. My generation's kind of all of that, because we used to always see each other out. So you'd sort it out then as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember after the City incident, we seen a couple of City players in London and company, and he actually come over and was like, "You're all right, lad."
Oh yeah.
Remember in that?
What goes on the pitch goes on the pitch, don't you? Unless obviously it crosses the threshold. You know what I mean? Where it can sometimes do that. Do you know what I mean? Where it does get pairs.
How did that cross the threshold?
That was actually sound. He was in there with like Nigel de Jong and it might have even been Robinho.
No, you just fucking. What goes on the pitch?
To be honest, they're probably laughing about it.
Over and let on,
yeah, you sound down. You're not asked after it.
I suppose because you're not. It's not like Aguero or nothing, is it? So
not like you've had a proper fight, is it? Different. Like it's like fucking pantomime, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's not real.
Yeah,
it's not real. Like you're there, like
that Neon Aguero weren't real, to be fair.
No, in terms of like he didn't need. Did you see the UFC at the weekend? That Paul Craig's fighting and the fucking UFC fighter dives on the floor.
Pretend to get knocked out.
The Neon Aguero isn't enough to make Aguero jump on the floor and jump around like that. If we were fighting in the street and had done that to him, he wouldn't jump on the floor and start rolling around, would he? Like he just wouldn't.
No.
You know what I mean? He's going down for effect to get me sent off, but I'd already been sent off, so the joke was on him. I already knew I was getting sent off, so why are you trying to get me sent off again? In essence, I got the ban. It didn't make any difference to him.
But the mad thing about all that is, you know, if we had VAR, then Tevez is gone.
Yeah.
If we had VAR, Tevez is gone.
And you're going down, aren't you?
And City don't win the league.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So in them sliding doors moment, Tevez gets a red card, City don't win the league, Joey stays on because he goes down crying.
In some alternate universe, that's the case. Yeah. So, and then I don't go to Marseille though, so I wouldn't have been able to speak perfect French like I can. Did anybody see Trent unveiling as a Real Madrid player?
Do you know what? Fucking hell, he smashed it. I hate him, but he smashed it.
Trent, he's dropped Alexander-Arnold, he's gone for Trent, number 12.
It's just a marketing experiment now, isn't it? That's what it's just like brand Trent now,
in his head though, he thinks he can be that.
He does, you're right, Josh.
Massive icon in football,
is there
isn't he?
something wrong with that?
Yeah, because he's nowhere near that Beckham level. Nowhere near.
Well, everyone used to say Beckham was shit when Beckham was doing
that. Beckham wasn't shit.
But everybody, when Beckham was doing that, they always used to say, he's a fucking show pony and all that. Like they did.
Beckham was overrated by many, saying he's the best player in the world, when he probably wasn't in the top 5.
But I'm saying Beckham kind of showed you how to build a brand around a player, and Trent and that obviously going to look for great examples, and Beckham is a prime example, Bellingham being another one, and obviously they're in with Adidas, so there'll be access and probably a lot of the people who will work directly or indirectly with Beckham and brand Beckham.
You're right, but the problem is now he's got to talk the talk, hasn't he? Do you know what I mean? He's now, England plus played 2 games last week, he didn't get a start in either of them.
Who?
Trent.
Well, it doesn't matter because he plays for Real Madrid.
I know, I'm just saying if he has
he won't be asked. He's be asked about, as I've said, playing for Real Madrid in this, given the the fact that he speaks Spanish out the gate says to me that he must have. Remember him, Steve Chernulo? Remember him, the Yank?
He's been doing that for a long time.
How long has he been doing it for?
But also, I remember Steve McManaman saying to me the big thing for him was that they spoke the lingo, him and his missus, straight away. And he said in the dressing room with your Raúls, with your Fernando Herreros and all that, all the Spanish contingent who obviously control the power structures of that club, it was humongous. Whereas Nicholas Anelka, when he got there, couldn't speak Spanish. And all the players who didn't maybe fulfill the potential there, a lot of it was to do with integrating into the Spanish culture at the club. So Trent's...
You look at Bale, don't you? Bale,
Steve McManaman must have seen and been talking to Trent in the last period. About if Trent's got half a brain cell, he must have been saying to Mac, hey, what the fuck's... What am I expecting here? What am I going to see? You know,
and also Jude as well. He's got Bellingham in. I tell him what's expected from the off.
But again, I've seen a lot of Liverpool fans. I've seen some Liverpool fans obviously making the new songs up on the internet because you're such great musicians. There's lots of good TikTok songs about Florian Wirtz's transfer and some good stuff on there. I'll send you it over later.
Send me it over.
And also, you've got the Liverpool fans who are outraged because Trent speaking the language has shown the amount of subterfuge and deception of the last period, how long he's been learning the language and all, and how easily he's stepped into the Trent and number 12 in the brand.
I think there's two sections of fans there. I'm in the section where I knew what he was at. I knew what he was doing. He's been doing this for a long time, and that's why he's snaked us for a long time over this. There's other fans who didn't want to believe it. Like, no, he's not this. He made his mind in March. You're living in the fucking clouds. You think that? So when they see that he's fucking fluent in Spanish, and then they go, actually, those lot were right. He's been doing
was
this
you
for a
not
long
proud
time.
of him though for speaking Spanish? And
no,
what's going on with this ref here?
Proud, is it,
no,
to see that?
If
I seen an ex-Everton player speaking fluent, so like
Tommy
if
Gravison.
I seen Rooney sign for Real Madrid and start speaking Spanish.
Is that George Boateng running the line now?
It'd make you proud as an Evertonian.
It didn't make me proud. I was shocked at how good he was at it. Like, it shocked me. Did it you?
He can't get over the betrayal. He can't get over the he feels cheated here.
I'd be shocked if he didn't speak a bit of Spanish when he turned up, because I know he's been at it for a long time.
Do you know if Liverpool hadn't won the league this year, Cambo would have blamed Trent?
Do you know what? Probably would have.
You would have 100%. I'm smelling on you. Luckily for him, you've won the league. You would have won the quadruple though.
But it's funny. It's funny. It's like when you look at the players, the reaction. Like you see a couple of video clips where Virgil van Dijk gives him the death stare a few times. Trent, he fucks up and he's just jogging around the pitch. So the players knew. He's like, you fucking pick your game up now, because we know you're off. But you've got till the end of the season to win this for us, to help it. And he's like, he just gets a death stare off Virgil. The players knew he was off. Everyone knows he was off, but there's a section of fans who didn't want to believe it.
I have to just stop you there. This is fucking men against boys here. Like this game, they can't get near the ball. Cannot get near the ball.
LA got a good. Who's the player? Is it him there? He's not. But number 6. He's done a bit of work.
If Jackson doesn't get at least a brace tonight,
I went to see LAFC when they were in.
LA?
Obviously, when they were in LA. But David Villa was playing for LAFC at the time.
Is LAFC not the Galaxy? No.
Ibrahimovic was playing for Galaxy.
No. Is that who we went to see though? I was with you.
What a weird stadium. With, like, big
I've been to see LA.
Oh yeah, he was with me.
With you.
Yeah.
Is this a footy stadium?
Peter, funny enough.
Joshua Noah.
In Sefton Park at the cafe. Mad.
No way. That is mad.
Is this a footy stadium?
Is it Atalanta Stadium?
It's a purpose-built stadium for the World Cup.
Oh, is that Atlanta United, the team
is that not Atalanta Stadium?
Like the champions in
but
the
that's far away from it, LA, isn't it?
That is.
Why not play there in LA?
That's all for advertising, isn't it?
Oh, they had, yeah.
No, that's big spaces looking at us advertise here. Yeah. I hate that. Look at this. I don't like the way the boxes see there. This is all Americanized.
It's America. Unfortunately, that's the money behind it. See the PIF there sponsoring it.
Have you seen it? Well, the PF's they're putting the money up for it, aren't they?
Yeah, that's it behind it.
Them greasy bastards.
Yeah, have you seen in the NFL on the Super Bowl now where they have the pitch side like booths? You have like a booth where they have the beers and all that.
It's the thing at Chelsea with the $500 seat or £5,000 seat. I'm just like,
isn't that Fulham?
No, Chelsea have got one, haven't they?
Fulham have got a spa.
Seats, just like what?
Fulham got a spa. Google that now. Have a look. Fulham got a spa.
Where?
In the corner of the ground where you can go and have a fucking jacuzzi before the match in there.
Nah.
We have to get away from this nonsense in football. We do have to get away from it.
Unfortunately, we're fucking surrounded by it.
Yeah, we're right in the middle of it now.
Well, in
fucking whatever that shit show was last night, Baller League.
I was watching the golf,
football.
lads. I just watched the golf for 4 days. Literally got balls deep in the golf.
What was
The
your thoughts
hardest
on the
golf
course?
course I've ever seen, innit? We're absolute brute of a golf course. Wouldn't have liked to have played that.
Yeah, Atalanta
You'd
played
have been
there
a broken man coming off there after 4 rounds, I reckon your game would be
The
in.
rough is just next level,
Harder
isn't it?
than night in
Yeah.
Prescott.
It's up there. It must be up there. Like, if they let the rough grow up at HMP, I reckon they'd take that
Do you
over
prefer
myself.
to see it like where obviously one person shot under par compared to
No,
15,
to see
16
them, if
under?
they're saying, because you know how good at golf them boys are, like, if they're saying it's borderline unplayable, it must be like an absolute joke, mustn't it?
Yeah.
Only one of them was under par for the 4 rounds. Like, you never see that. They're usually taking pins out everywhere, them.
Yeah.
So it was good to see the missed putts and hit shots that you play and do because of how hard the course was, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'd been watching it for 3 days. I turned up Sunday thinking, I'm going to absolutely tear this golf course apart. Fucking hell. What a rude awakening I got.
Do you reckon that's just a golf overload?
No, we just literally just didn't have the required tools to deal with what was thrown at me with a bit of wind and a bit of firm ground. I like it on Sunday, lad, just didn't have it. I've been watching US Open, had all the shot shapes and all that, and watched all the track man, and just got absolutely confused with all the tools he had in my toolbox. Couldn't use any of them.
Like no hands, chewed you up and shot you out.
So
Free putted like 4 times. I was like, what the fuck's going on here? But
We need to sort the game of golf out as well, don't we? With
yeah,
the,
we will
prize
do
winners?
because obviously now we're over the 10,000 on the channel. So Noah, that's one for you. We'll sort the game of golf out, and we'll have to set a little target, won't we, for the next one? Maybe we'll do like we're saying about doing a footy match, maybe at the start of the
Yeah,
season.
in the next season, yeah.
But like we'll have a look around like a lower league one or something.
Might have to start a new account for that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Square.
Chance.
Oh, good save, lad. Goal.
Hugo Larry.
So Michelob Ultra are all over this. It's Visa. My God, it's all the sponsors.
Well, it's the end. Someone just put up here before. It's at the Atlanta Falcons NFL Stadium.
To be fair to the lads who were on the other side, it's a good opportunity to put yourself in the thinking. You know, if you have a good, like, I know he's a bit of a difference, but people talk about Cristiano Ronaldo having a great pre-season game against Man U, and Fergie accelerating the transfer by a year because of how well he'd done. Do you know what I mean? But you know, pre-season games can also be the shot window for players as well, because someone go, fucking hell, good player, him, isn't he? He's done well there against him. And you can nick a little move off the back of it.
That was the story with Ronaldo what Phil Thompson told, wasn't it? Where Liverpool, in for buying him, spoke to his agent, and he was coming back. So Liverpool inquired about Ronaldo. And Ronaldo, he's come back on a young kid, and Liverpool wants to spend like 3.5 million or something. And he come back, sport him with like an 8.5 million price tag, and they went, Liverpool balked a little bit at it. I'm like, it's a bit risky that one to play. So Phil Thompson's like, tell the story. He said, it's a bit risky that one. We'll speak to the club, and we'll get it to start discussions again tomorrow. Next day, Phil Thompson's having his coffee in the morning, over the paper, I signed for United for 20 million quid or something.
What a bad ball that was. I don't think he'd have worked at Liverpool.
No,
You'd all been saying he's gay. Look at him with his earrings and look at him with his fake tan and all that. He can't play for us.
Who's that?
Ronaldo. He wouldn't have worked at Liverpool. He was too camp for Liverpool. Man U and the legends around him who took the spotlight off him. You already had kind of Beckham through that. And
Rooney.
I think, yeah, just having that group around him.
Yeah, if he'd have gone to Liverpool, he'd have left.
I think the way Liverpool were, I don't think he was that type of player. The diving and all that. I don't think you used to.
I just don't think he wouldn't have been a Suarez where he'd have
No, you
took
don't
the
like
club.
players who dive and all that, do you? You're not into that. You like people who stay on the feet.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You aren't into that.
No.
And this is why this tournament isn't a serious tournament, and you know it isn't, because Liverpool aren't there. How can it be the World Club Championship if the greatest team on planet Earth aren't there?
Number 9. Listen, it is what it is. I think I'm happy.
We can't take it serious if the world premier club aren't there.
Well, I don't, so it's up to you. I don't take it serious.
Well, if you turned up at the WWF wrestling and Ultimate Warrior came out, but there was no Hulk Hogan, you'd say, can't be the WrestleMania here, lad, because Hulk Hogan's not here.
I don't, regardless of Liverpool or not, I don't think this is a serious competition, but still, Liverpool on it, we know why, because it's obviously the points tally.
If Liverpool were on it and won it,
it'd be the Champions League better.
Would you respect it more if Liverpool were in it?
No, because I just think, looking at it's not just that, it's the Bayern Munich 10-0 and the teams that are in it, it's like, it's fucking nonsense, but it's sponsored by you, it's sponsored by you.
When you used to win the European Cup,
yeah,
you used to play like Luxembourg champions in the first round, do them 10-0, but you still, like that. This is just the first round of it. They've got to have all of the globe represented, so there's obviously going to be stronger coefficients in terms of football development, and the only way they can improve world football is by getting in, competing against teams like this on a regular basis, because it gives them financial.
I think also being a summer tournament gives it, it kills it a bit as well for me. I think it's not. If it was there was a Christmas break, a 2-week Christmas break, and you played it then, it'd be a bit more. It'd have a bit more backbone to the competition. But being a summer tournament when everyone's off on their holidays.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a FIFA tournament, as I said to you there. If you say to a country, right, like they're saying, right, we'll have a World Cup there. Right, so you've got to spend £1 billion or £2 billion on your infrastructure, on stadiums and that, and you get a World Cup. Right, then the World Cup fucks off. So they've got to give you now, FIFA, look, get the World Cup, bid for it, and we'll give you the Club World Cup beforehand as a precursor for the World Cup that's going to come. So you get 2 lots of money through for your stadium. It just helps offset
I know what you mean.
You know, and it obviously gives them a dry recce, and they hope to build this tournament into
No, I know what you mean.
Another Premier competition.
Which could take 10 years.
It could take 10 years.
But it's every 4 years, isn't it?
Well, well, we have to accept that the Super Cup, the World Super Cup that was played in the January, it got a bit shit in the end, didn't it? To see who was the best side out of the Japanese and the South Americans, the one that the Champions League winner goes to.
Yeah.
You's lost to somebody beat yous in a flamenco, someone done used, didn't
but that was in 2005, yeah. We won it in 2019. We lost it in 2005.
Alright, so, but I'm saying, it replaces that trophy, I would imagine.
This?
Yeah, that's what this is going to eventually take over from.
Oh, good tackle, lad. I'll give it. Yeah, I know what you mean. It eventually could take over the Champions League because
I don't think it'll take over the Champions League, but it gives them another Premier competition.
I just think if I'm advising this tournament is to do it in the middle of the season when there's a 2-week break on.
No, because what you've got is at the end of each season you've got 2 fallow years, haven't you? You've got World Cup years and Copa America years and Euros years.
Yeah.
All right, and in the midst of that, you've got 2 fallow years.
Yeah, you're right.
So they're trying to fill that with 2 club World Cups.
I know.
Instead of so FIFA have got no fallow years. They haven't got World Cup 2 years and then got to wait another 4 years for one. They've basically got a World Cup and a FIFA World Cup to deal with to get more money in as an organisation.
Yo, you're right. But again, watching this, it's just like, it's comedy.
It's a strange one because I'm trying to think if you were in there, you want to win it, don't you? If you're a player there and you're Chelsea.
You want to win it, but you want to win it every friendly anyway. You don't want to lose a friendly, so this is a competition.
I'm telling you, there'll be fucking performance bonuses. I bet you they're on about 30-40 grand to win there. I bet you it's some, it might be even something mad. It might be something more than that. They might be on like 100 grand a man to get to the fucking quarter final or something. You don't know. If it's 100 million for the winner, I guarantee you there'll be some kind of bonus structure for the players there.
Yeah.
Well, the fact that Bayern have gone and absolutely finger blasted Auckland City 10-0 last night says that this is not pre-season for them. There's money on the table here. They've been offered a big dropsy for this for winning.
Oh, referee cam.
Ref cam, yeah. See, they'll try all this bollocks out that they're trialing for the World Cup.
Why don't they try other stuff out instead of ref cam? Like.
Well, it's in the midst of giving the viewer even more for the money that they're going to have to pay, and that's what it's all about.
Talk about the viewer experience. Did you see the golf when they had it in the? Where they do the footy matches? They're all sat. There's that big, massive screen. You're like you're in. Have you seen them when they do golf? It's like a big dome.
Is this a Puma ball? Are we on a Puma ball here?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's the new Puma ball, isn't it?
The Premier League one?
Yeah. Not a fan.
Where they had the golf in that big dome thing, didn't he? So it looked like he was actually at
the
golf.
What
was it called?
It's like Tiger Woods' thing and Rory McIlroy's thing. What was it called, Josh?
What was that?
Oh, the thingy, indoor golf.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, TGL or something, innit?
Yeah,
And you
like
sat
that.
there and there's a big dome around like you're actually at the golf. That looked good, to be fair.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's it, isn't it? They're just trying all kinds to change the way we see sports. But for me, like, you can overkill it, can't you? Like, we've got to be careful here that players are just going to start getting more and more career-ending issues because you can't keep going without a rest.
You can see some players getting it in the contracts. They don't have to play and stuff like this.
But if you're signing a 9-year deal, shut up, fucking
Well,
get on with it.
The players. If you want me to go and play for you, shut up. I'm not playing that tournament, but I'll play in everything else.
You can't. I don't think you're. I don't think you got a choice now. Once you sign up to play, you play, don't you? Do you know what I mean? The club dictates. No, you do. Your fixture list dictates when you're playing and where you've got to be.
You got player X who wants. He's got Chelsea, Man City, and Liverpool after him, and he says, "I'll whichever team says I don't have to play in the summer, I'm signing for you."
No. If they say to you how much you want, and you say that amount, and they go yeah, then you're playing in whatever game they say you need to play in, and they say right, you've got 6 weeks off, or you've got 8 weeks off. That's what you've got off. You turn back up and they say right, report for fucking pre-season that day, or report for the club throw. They can call you all over the summer and say, listen, we need you at the training ground to do the kit launch, or you're contracted for the year. So these players now are getting less and less rest. So they're getting more and more money, but less and less rest. Phil Scolari spoke about this when he was Chelsea manager. He said, what can I give these players? What can I give these lads? They've got everything. They're multi-millionaires. They don't need money. There's nothing I can offer them that brings anything to them other than time away from the training ground, time with the family, or right lads, 2 days off there, or
as a commodity, time is one
but
of the
for
biggest.
Chelsea Football Club as a brand to be playing in this stadium with empty seats, I don't think is a good look.
I don't look at the tournament.
If you're a band and you're playing in empty seats, I just don't think it's a good look. So, but as I'm saying to you here, if Liverpool were playing in this tournament, do you not? I think this stadium would be full.
It's America, so not as if it was in Asia or something. Yeah, America, it'd be a lot fuller if Liverpool United are playing in the stadium. But in Asia, it'd be sold out like that.
I think if it was Real Madrid, I think the Real Madrid games will be full.
America's just not really. It's been a tough sell, hasn't it, for soccer in America?
Well, they have got sports overkill because they got baseball. What's happening now?
What was it?
I've had like a thing when someone subscribes to the channel, it pops up on the screen.
Oh, it pops up on our stream.
Does it?
Did you hear that noise then?
No.
Is that coming from my phone?
Oh. Is that what happens on your new fan dabby dozy laptop?
The thing is, you're going to get here is all mad refs from like mad countries who, you know, if Gianni wants to see someone progress.
Yeah. Did you hear that story about, when you don't know, watching a podcast, you're listening to like a clip of a podcast today, story about Neil Warnock. I don't know who was on it. It might have been Paddy, the keeper.
Paddy Kenny.
Might have been Paddy Kenny. And your mate Neil Warnock was like, he turns up for pre-season in the changes. He goes, right, lads. And he brings this 14-year-old kid in the changes. And like, brings him on. Like, the kids are going, who the fuck's this kid? He changes with us. Puts a kit on him that, and he comes on in pre-season. Oh, he comes on in pre-season for like 20 minutes, brings him on. And they find out after it was the fella who was doing his painting and decorating his house. It was his son. So he gave him instead of paying him, he put the kid's son up 20 minutes in the pre-season.
Doesn't surprise me.
Oh,
does not surprise me. I don't think Chelsea will. It'll be the last kind of 25-30 minutes of this game. I reckon Chelsea will blow them out the water physically on the fitness.
They should do.
The Yanks are usually hard work and organised, aren't they? They usually, you got Lloris there, you've got obviously Giroud there, so they'll be getting.
Look at them,
we were saying about it, like, look at the rainbow flag. It was, we were saying last night that the Prescott Cables would beat Auckland City.
Yeah, I reckon they would.
And even Bayern would struggle against Prescott.
Listen, I reckon some Sunday League teams would beat Auckland.
For 20 minutes
Why
at least.
Why the Prescott Cables just keep getting leathered here?
No, they're not getting leathered. We're saying
actually saying the opposite.
Tough. Yeah, I'm saying
they would beat
Auckland
FC. They're not getting leathered in them. Saying they would. That'd be good, that, you know, to get in a Cables little TV show. Get it sorted, mouse.
World Club Championship.
Yeah.
Oh, Megs, lovely little Megs there.
Oh, good take.
Good pass. Good take, yeah. See that Jackson just killed that there. He's in the wrong position. He's just literally in the wrong position. That's a good midfield too. Lavia and Sai.
Great midfield too.
You got Enzo to come into that mix.
You got Cole Palmer just above them, doing all what Cole Palmer does.
Chelsea,
I know we had
Chelsea have got a good young side. I mean, you know what I mean? If Delap slots in for them.
Is he playing here?
No, he's not. He's Jackson up front. But I'm saying if Delap comes in and he was a fucking nuisance for Ipswich, he's a good take, him.
Delap's a good player.
The only thing
he's
is,
only
it's
getting better as well.
Hustle bustle, isn't he? Like for Ipswich and
he was fighting
scraps.
He was fighting a lot.
It's a completely different entity, isn't it, to be the main man at Chelsea? Do you know what I mean?
Your expectations gone through the roof. You know, so you're expecting to win, expecting to score.
Running your bollocks off and working hard is it? You know, you need a little bit more than that. That's not going to cut the cloth with the Chelsea fans who've had Drogba, the Chelsea fans who've been used to a certain type of number 9. But
yeah.
I mean, for him, you want to be coming on here last half an hour when these are fucking starting to pay the price of the possession and get a goal over your Delap here.
It'd be good to see the comparisons here of starting 11 costs between these two.
Well, America, they can't spend money, can they?
No, like they got the road. They can only have this salary, but they can only have. They have like 2A players or something, do they? And there's his Giroud and Lloris, obviously.
Whatever happened to remember the American soccer guy on Twitter?
Oh, lad, he was comedy.
Oh, yeah.
Does anyone remember him?
He's still on there, you know. Tagger sends me every now and again. He'll send me like a funny commentary, yeah. I'm sure he's still out there.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
He had a full line of merch.
Do you remember how Americans used to have penalty shootouts?
Oh, but they run at them.
From the halfway
line? They run at the cat from the halfway line.
They would be...
I don't think it'll ever fly there. I just don't. For all the pushing and trying,
what I'm saying,
I just don't think it's ever going to fly.
It struggled from... I mean, the World Cup in '94 was meant to like propel it, and it just didn't.
They just don't get it, lad. They don't get it.
They're playing round us. They're playing egg shake. They're playing rugby with fucking big heavy suits on. They've got too much going on.
They just don't get it, lad.
Yeah, footy's not going to happen there, I don't think.
They've got no hand-eye coordination, lad. With the feet. They've got a different skill set. Everything's here. Sorry, hand and eye for them.
Have you played with any Yanks?
Yeah, Claudio Reyna. Yeah, played with a few. Marcus Beasley, DeMarcus was a good lad.
Yeah, he was decent at the time in that City.
Yeah, but it's when I say you will get the exceptions, but there's top athletes go into other sports, don't they? They go into, like, there's a million different sports they can play at school and get like a scholarship for it. So if you're an athletic freak,
dodgeball.
There's not many sports you can play here, is there? Really?
What was that film? The bowling ball.
You've got like in school. What are your options in school? Cricket as a lad.
Bill Murray, innit?
Yeah, Bill Murray.
No, King. Oh yeah, he's the nemesis, isn't he?
Yeah.
Woody Harrelson.
Yeah. With the
what have you got realistically in school to play? Cricket.
Footy, tennis, cricket.
Tennis with that one.
We had tennis.
Rugby.
We had tennis.
I mean, you didn't have like tennis courts, or didn't
no,
in school?
Remember
like
I remember
or badminton.
In our school, he brought a rugby teacher in once, and he used to play with St Helens Rugby, and he brought him into our school to like teach us. He was trying to be a teacher, obviously, like, and right lads, come on, rugby. And like I think me and Gary Ferguson like locked them in our changes, took the ball, played footy on the field, locked the teacher in the changes for like the whole session. Not playing rugby. Yeah,
they never really bothered with us with the old egg chasing.
Yeah, they tried on us once and never, it just
it's mad though, isn't it? Because I think Heighton would have the grit to be like...
Good pass, lad.
To be decent at rugby, particularly.
He took it too far. He chopped him though.
Sent him for the echo there.
He chopped him lovely.
Honestly, like, it's a good finish, but he should never have been allowed back inside.
Some say he's still sliding.
Absolute American noon ball just running back there, full of Monster Energy, he had about 18 cans of Monster before the game. Hey, dude! Get the D, dude! Mark the D! Just gone sliding straight past. Got himself a fucking hot dog. Get on it like that. He slides out the stadium. There's a nice meme.
It's like that meme, you know, where you slide past the moon.
Neto's right-footed.
Is he offside?
No, he's got... Neto's left-footed. He's going to fucking chop back inside.
He doesn't know that though, because he's used to playing fucking Colorado Redskins,
he thinks he's playing Call of Duty there, pump full of Monster Energy. What's he doing? What is he doing?
Yeah, if you know Neto, he's chopping.
What an idiot! What an idiot! Will Ferrell be there.
No,
What an idiot!
Oh, what's that? No, that's not Will Ferrell. What's that film?
It is.
It's Chaz Reinhorn. Isn't
Chaz
it?
Reinhorn.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah,
no.
what an idiot!
Wedding Crashes.
What's he doing? And then the other
The
fella
other fella
just,
slides
what's he
in,
doing?
turns his back onto it.
I can't blame him because the damage was done by
Let's
that
go! All the fans.
lad. Yeah, this is the reason. That reason there, because no matter how many weights you lift, no matter how many videos you show them on the correct position and when and where to sell your wicket and when not to, the American in them kicks in and they just go full fucking Bobby Boucher there and absolutely sell the inside of the goal, and now you're fucking 1-0 down, chasing shadows against Chelsea.
Yeah, someone's put it, you Scousers aren't hard enough for rugby. You're probably right.
No. Get this right here.
No,
We're not stupid enough.
Yeah.
I remember, I was like, what? They were like, yeah, that's what. They just pick the ball up and just run at each other head first. Or their elbows, if not. How much are you getting for that? No, nothing, for fun. Yeah, fuck that for a game of soldiers.
It was mad.
I'll have a game of heads and volleys, please. Wait, no, I can tackle you there, little volley.
Remember when we were kids, we go to like St. Helens or a witness for like a little night, remember? And you just fucking battle
I know what you used to go for.
You didn't mess with them. They were like, as soon as you seen anybody who had a skinhead and a fringe, you just leave them alone.
Yeah, you just won't go in. What was that place in St. Mr. Smith's? Oh, I got chased out of Warrington. It was.
Yeah.
Got chased out of Mr. Smith's, mate.
You're thinking of Nexus.
We used to go and have all the Warrington birds, and then all the rugby fellas would just,
Lad, I didn't even venture up them ways. It was full of absolute berserkers. No, not for a pint. Not for a
pint. We'd nick a beer. Did we go?
Yeah, I wouldn't go drinking in them places, lad. Used to see. You know, you drive around, your kids in your car.
Used to go to Flicks, didn't we there?
Yeah, and you'd go to pictures, and you just see like spaghetti western like brawls, just loon balls, lad. Just loons everywhere.
What was that place in
St.
Widnes?
Helens is full of absolute.
What was that bar in Widnes?
There
was a bar in Widnes we used to go for Sunday night with the mole.
Yeah, I've heard about.
I remember going to the toilet and walking out and seeing the mole swinging. I was like, what's going on here?
Kiddle, no, that's a wild gaff Widnes.
What would they call it?
What was it called? It was in Widnes.
Wildcat in here.
Revs was...
Revolution?
That was in St.
It
Helens.
wasn't Revs. It was like a little on the corner. Like a
Corner house. Corner house.
Was it Corner House?
Yeah, it will be.
Oh, it was. I remember going to the toilet and coming out and mole was swinging.
Them rugby league towns, they're a different breed of people in there. They're just hard as nails.
They are.
Just absolute solid people.
Eat
As I
breeze
say,
blocks.
like, rugby, I take my hat off to them. And I mean, it's gone a bit less on the contact now in the rugby union. I've seen the sending off. Dan Cole's in his last ever game in the final. Twickenham on Saturday. They lost to Bath, Leicester, and like how that's a yellow card, I'll never know. You hardly touches him. If you make any contact with what's this fucking idiot doing there, slightly. If he makes any contact with the player's head now in rugby, you're off the park because of the concussion protocols, and I think a few of their former players are suing some of the governing bodies for concussion protocols. Anyway, apart from that, why the fuck would, if you didn't have to, why would you pick a ball up and run into a 6'4" fucking big grok? So you only play rugby if you're not good at footy, don't you? That's in my world.
Yeah, for you
only go into boxing and rugby and that if you're no good at footy.
Even if you like it from Widnes though.
I think every Scouse boxer,
gymnastics and that, if you've got no first touch or anything.
Every Scouse boxer would have preferred to be a footy player.
Yeah, would you rather get punched in the face for a fucking living?
Yeah. No, Scouse.
You have to get punched in the body to toughen your body up. So like, fuck that.
Nadine said it was called Top of the Town.
Top of the town.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny that.
Top of town.
Top of the town.
Top of town.
No, I never went into them wildling places there, lad.
I only went in twice, but it was honestly
just spaghetti western. You just see, you know, when you see the saloon doors and just people coming out of shop windows and all that, and you just see somebody, lad, who's just like 6'4", fucking built like a brick shit house, and you just think, fuck that.
Yeah, but I come out the toilet, I don't think it just made the mole and the chin in there, and I think I'm out the toilet, the mole was swinging, and he went, I only pinched her ass. I was thinking, fucking hell.
Filled in.
Just like, get out,
them days
quick.
are gone now, aren't they? For the youth of today, them days of...
They've all got fucking big knives now on them. No, not chance you fighting with anyone now.
Don't need, the thing is now, you don't even need to talk to girls anymore, you just use your internet now, don't you? Them where you had to go out of town and be in a bar or meet a girl out, them days are gone.
Yeah.
People don't meet now unless they know each other, unless they've downloaded each other's profile.
They fight on Insta and stuff, and your Snapchat in it now with the kids.
Lad.
Yeah, someone's off there, suspected concussion.
Who's this for LA?
Yeah. He sneezed too hard or something.
See that throw in there, just bamboozled.
What just happened here? What did he just try to do there? What happened there?
Like spun a throw.
Yeah, it was like one of them throws. It was mad. Who was this ref from? He's definitely from south of the border.
There's absolutely no atmosphere though in the stadium, is it? It's just like...
No, it's the ultras then. No, don't say that. The LA ultras were all bouncing then. See with the
you do. To be fair to the MLS, you do get there's little pockets. It just feels a bit forced, like where you see little pockets of fans who are like is the Portland Timbers who every time they score they like slice a bit of this big massive log off.
Yeah, with the chainsaw.
So and I suppose there is little fan bases building, but then it takes 100 years to like 200 years. What have our teams been going?
Fucking hell, it's
150. 150.
You know what I mean?
18.
Liverpool about 50, are they? Liverpool 60. Relatively new team, aren't they?
Yeah, it's mad that we've won 10 times more as well.
Lad, if Everton scored and someone in the Gladys got a chainsaw out and cut a piece of wood, you're getting 5 years in Starmer's Britain.
No, what's happened, lad, is under them pyramids in Egypt, they'll have found something. And I think Everton's luck will change off the back of whatever that frequency change is in there.
So what have they found then?
Yeah, what have they found with this?
Almost like a city underneath it.
Underneath the pyramids or the North Pole?
Yeah, did you not see the Joe Rogan? He had that Egyptologist on who he ended up... It's the quickest Joe Rogan you've ever seen.
Just told to fuck off,
yeah.
So where is then? Where's Everton's? It's in my book.
Yeah, he was a spaceman, wasn't he? But clearly there's a lot more unknown than known. Like, we think we know everything. We don't. There's a lot more to know. I don't know what that is. It might be, but there's clearly something under the pyramids that is kilometres and kilometres under the ground that they've probably been built on top of or connected to that we need to know more about. But imagine if we've missed that in plain sight, what else have they missed?
Oh, yeah.
What else haven't they told us that they know?
Yeah. The fact that the pyramids debates ended when we know we can't build them today.
Saturday as well, did you just watch there was a great thing Saturday because it was Donald Trump's birthday Saturday.
Yeah.
And it was King Charles's birthday Saturday.
Was it? Yeah.
So they had the trooping of the colour and the big thing, and did you not see it?
No.
I was watching it thinking, this is the most peculiar thing ever. You got this fella standing on his massive house in his balcony and like all the soldiers are marching outside, and then he flies all the fucking jets and that over. He's just like, fuck off, go on, this is what I fucking got, fucking have a bit of that. And he bollocks out of ears, see these jets that are flying either side of the plane here, they'll fucking get you.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, almost like a rich man just getting someone to drive all his cars past his house, you know what I mean, on his birthday. I'm like, wow, this is weird, this. And people are outside, like, made up, and I'm going... And then there was the thing of Camilla, Queen Camilla, who was kicking off, weren't she, in the car? Did you not see it? The thing you on her?
I've seen it, the boat race
like
on it.
It's just like...
Fuming.
I'd hate that, though. I'd be like, fuck off. I don't want to fucking have to wave at you. I've fucking waved at you for the last 10 years. Fuck off. I'd be a nuisance if the king or if I was the queen.
They need to bring...
It must get to you in the end.
They need to bring
back
spitting
image. You can't be nice all the time. It must fucking be... There must be people who are like double busy as well, who like don't know how to behave around you, and you must be just feel like saying to them, fuck off you fucking busy cunt.
Lad, you'd be worse than any behave.
You can't, do you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know, lads. It must be hard to be at in the public spotlight all the time like that, and have to be on your toes for like making headline. You know, if you got a grumpy face or you've got like you fucking, it must be hard.
Because no one's ever smiling 24/7, are they? And no matter whether you're the fucking king or queen, you're still gonna have a cob on. I mean, remember when Thingio walked in on Charlie when his mum had just died? The PM who was there for 2 minutes. What was her name?
Liz Truss.
Liz Truss. He went, "Oh, the bloody you is it?" Because she was the last person to see the Queen, wasn't she, Liz Truss?
Was she?
Publicly, yeah. Liz Truss, because remember that picture with her, and then like, she died like 2 days later. The last public picture, and Charlie was like,
right.
"Oh, the bloody you again." When he walked in, he was like, yeah, he just hates, like, he's gonna have a cob on half the time, isn't he?
I wonder if they're like, but I don't think they're like a proper family, are they? It's like they're all their own brand within the brand. So like hell. Charles, like they're taking
Prince
off
Andrew's, Prince Andrew's some brand, isn't he?
Queen's being the Queen, but someone else will have brought Charlie up. He's like, obviously, you know, you'd have had contact with her, but like that's not like how you're brought up by your ma.
His ma's not making his dinners, is she?
No, she's not winding him, is she?
So I'm saying they grow up a bit like, and obviously, what's happened to them kids in terms of the ma dying when they were young? You grow up in terms of your own brand.
I think the Queen breastfed.
Oh, horrible thought that.
I don't know.
Saying that, she wasn't that bad when she was younger.
Charles.
I'd be surprised if she did.
You just picture the Queen as a little lizard though, don't you? But actually when she was younger...
She looked half tidy, yeah. when she was youngest.
Considering the cut of Charles and all that.
Yeah.
Oh, obviously, it's one of those, isn't it, where like they are human beings, aren't they? I mean, you know, they obviously go to the toilet like all the rest of us, just on a golden toilet, just like, you know, with diamonds on the ceiling, slightly different to our toilet. But the problem with Charlie, I think, is he hasn't been in good health, has he? He's been getting a bit of treatment for the old rhythm as a dancer. Lad.
Yeah, I think so.
His sausage fingers didn't look as red as they normally do on the weekend, so he didn't look as
he was more Cumberland, not chorizo.
No, he's looked a bit red in the face recently, but he looked like his blood pressure had dropped a little bit down for the better.
Yeah,
but anyway,
when his fingers go, they fucking go, don't they?
I was laughing my head off because they're on the balcony and the kids are all there, and there's all the royal firm and all that there. They're all there, like the family, and they're flying all the heavy equipment in, all the fucking big air bombers, tornadoes either side of it. You know, putting all the artillery on, all the big ships on show.
Big cock off.
Oh yeah, and then they're marching the troops around the fucking square and all that military position. And then this all singing God Save the King at the end. I was just laughing. I was just sitting there watching me thinking, if you just muted this and you actually just observed it as a neutral, you didn't know what was going on, you'd be like, this is one of the richest men in the world. Turned up outside his house. He flew all his toys over and then marched all his fucking men around. And then waved at you and then fucked off on the balcony. You could see him going, let's fucking get on the air, let's fuck these off. I could see him on the balcony saying, come here, let's get on it here, fucking get these to fucking stop waving, will you?
Do you reckon he drinks Hennessy?
Listen, I reckon the way Camilla has got her hands on him, she's the boss in that relationship.
Oh no, listen, Camilla's not letting them. Camilla's giving him fucking all kinds of salts and everything, get their blood pressure up, them fingers fatter.
Oh yeah.
Someone's book. Could you imagine the damage them fingers have done to Camilla?
Do you reckon he can pick his nose?
He can pick his nose, can't
he's got a big old hooter, hasn't he, Charlie? But do you reckon he can pick his nose? Because his fingers are absolutely...
How's he wipe his ass?
Get someone to do it for him.
Yeah, but think about it. Think about all of... He's just ate the best meat, the best of everything for his whole life. So he must have gout. If gout's such a thing, he must have it.
Yeah.
Well, you reckon it's like royalty, rich food, don't they?
Gout comes from royalty. Because you're not supposed to eat that much rich food.
Oh no, yeah, he's had the food of the food.
Looks like he likes a nice sherry or a nice.
He hasn't been to Botown for a kebab.
Nice drop of whiskey.
Lads, there's a debate going on in the chat room about this fella who's fell out of a plane.
That's a good shout.
Yeah, what are we thinking here?
Well, I've read. Do you reckon he's just ran over to the plane and blagged he was in it? Because there's no way.
Stephen Colford ran over to the plane and said he was on it.
But they've got a ticket, haven't they?
And his brother apparently was in the seat next to them.
And his brother's brown bread?
So, and he's, vaporised like everyone else put in.
Oh yeah.
Banganuga?
Carlos Bocanegra.
Is that who it is?
Oh yeah, no. It's going off here.
Neto, like, hey, fuck you, bloody!
It's like that
bloody fuck you!
Under British versus under the Americans.
The which?
Did you see, like, there was the one gorilla versus under
Oh, yeah.
And then 100 Americans against the under British.
It's not even a debate. It depends where they're from in Britain, no. And anywhere south of Watford, the Americans are winning.
Well, under King Charles couldn't be fucking...
Them fingers...
Mike Tyson's, could they?
Them fingers are his superpower.
But he has got fucking an army at his disposal.
Yeah. I'd say he clicks his fingers, but he can't.
Nuclear subs and all that. So Charlie's well oiled, mate. Don't muddy with him. He's the...
What the fuck's coming
What the fuck's that?
He's well protected here.
Is that you?
Is he?
Yeah, how'd you do that?
Gary Neville's coming here and saying...
what do you think of...
What do you think of Hugh?
Hey, Joey, what do you think of Hugh?
Hugh? What is Hugh?
It's actually not bad for like a little...
If you're taking it, it's clearly bad if you've had it.
It's like a milkshake Red Bull.
Every experiment.
It's a milkshake with all vitamins and minerals and protein.
So it's like a Geopolitics. It's like a Geopolics shit.
Yeah, kind of like that.
So it's bollocks then.
Yeah, it is. It's technically bollocks, but I mean, it's not.
So it's technically bollocks.
It's better than a fucking Big Mac, or it's better than a sausage butty or something.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So if I'm having a choice between a Huel shake or a double sausage egg McMuffin with 2 hash browns, I'm going for the Huel.
Both shit. You might as well enjoy the fucking sausage and egg McMuffin. Instead of kidding yourself that you're doing it right by having nonce fuel. It's known as the nonce fuel, isn't it? That what it is. It gives you like really Nonce, you dress like a nonce, you talk like a nonce.
No, listen, it's actually not bad.
Does he own it?
I don't know whether he owns it or he's got a little slot.
He's definitely invested in it. He's
Well,
with him,
Stephen Bartlett's had to bomb it off his podcast because he's an investor. So I don't think Gary Neville can be an investor. I know it's a sponsor.
He must be just selling it in heavy.
Yeah, he's doing that just the shakes in the little cans.
Did he not play in Soccer Aid?
Neville.
How many businesses has he got? He's got too many businesses. He's run too many businesses to play in that.
He's too busy playing that.
I've seen him on the highlights. He was there. I've definitely seen him on the pitch. He had an all grey.
Did he have his trainees?
It didn't pan down to the
his red, white,
Air
and blue
Force
bastards.
I see we made the Mail online last week. They obviously.
Yeah.
Sometimes my sarcasm and my wit is missed on.
Goes over
the
people's
Mail
heads.
Thank fuck for that at half time.
Thank fuck for that, yeah. They verbatim quote everything we say. Yeah, I'd absolutely.
It's mad debate, but the fella who wrote the article actually was like believing, like, this is what he believes. He's saying that. He did. Like, fuck off.
Well, I'm allowed to think what I want, aren't I?
You're allowed to think and say what you want, but I mean, it's
I don't think you're allowed to say what you want. You're allowed to think what you want.
You're
Kia
allowed
has got enough on his plate with the grooming gang's inquiry about to blow itself up.
The clock's ticking on Kia, isn't it? King Kia.
I don't. It's just politics, isn't it? Just a dirty business. It is,
but if this grooming gang comes out in the wash like it's gonna, he's finished.
Well,
he's finished.
It's certainly made a bit of traction today because I've seen the Home Secretary Yvette Cooper was on in the House of Parliament talking about it. I think other than the war in Iran and Israel, whatever's going on there, it would be front and centre billing. So
do you reckon that's why?
Hopefully,
could be why.
Who knows?
That's why they brought this out now while he was on.
That's why I'm not wearing the tin hat anymore. The tin foil hat. That's definitely got a bit of tin foil lined inside that. We don't. You have to. All things have to be considered, don't they? That's what you've learned in recent years, that you have to have all things on the table. That even if stuff feels a bit like outside the realms of possibilities. Look, pharmaceutical all over it. Look, Vanda Pharmaceuticals.
See, when pharmaceuticals are pushing their own brand, they're not.
Who have we got on here?
It looks like
Luis Garcia used to play for Liverpool.
Yeah, but who's he on the far right?
Is it Albert Adoma or something like that? Did he play at one of these teams?
I just don't like it. Don't forget, this is an American station, so we're not watching this on Channel 5.
I'm sure that lad there used to score a load of goals for an LA side or an MLS side. It is. I'll have to try and find out his name.
Yeah, someone's put here, ask Joey about his red card away at Hull for tapping Tom Hulliston in the balls.
Yeah.
I didn't even remember that one.
Yeah, we had a young kid
playing.
We had a young kid playing, Darnell Furlong. He was at West Brom now, I think, but he was making his debut in that game, and he's obviously a young kid. What the fuck's that fullback doing? And he was making his debut, and he's obviously flew into the tackle, and Tom's an experienced pro, and he was trying to get the young kid sent off. So I was like, what are you doing, you fucking bellend? Fucking junior kid. It went off. So I was arguing with him then, and just went tapped him on the plums. But like, I didn't hit him in them, I just gave him a little fucking, because he's obviously a big lump, isn't he, Tom? But he's a big teddy bear, so as he was chirping, I just gone like that, obviously take your breath away, doesn't it? And the ref sent me off for it. Like, Tom was laughing, it wasn't like a finger one, it was just a little, whoa, shut up you. Quick way to shut someone up, just grab them by the
It is actually a very good way to shut someone up.
Just grab them, just fondle them, but I just give him a little,
grab him by the pussy. I'm not going to have a dog's balls.
Allegedly. No, it's not. You have to stick your finger in. It's proverbial. It's deaf and dumb. Did you see that fella the other day? What?
He what? Oh yeah, the dog was attacking someone. The dog was attacking another dog, wasn't he?
Did he have to put his finger up his hey Babaluba?
Fellas ran over.
Yeah.
It's the only way, lad, to get it.
Fellas ran over, just lifted his tail up and just going like that to its ass.
He did, yeah.
And then, but it's like a mad.
Keith lad.
It's a mad video. Because then all of a sudden there's another clip where you see this big black Labrador.
Just get a stick. Why just get a stick?
This big black Labrador pulls a woman right in front of the camera.
Stick, me, I wouldn't be fucking using my own fingers.
There's no sticks around.
Just get a stick.
There's no sticks around.
There's no stick around. You've got to fucking.
Just get the bushes. Get a stick.
Camo uses tongue.
In his dog's ass.
Yeah.
But it is the
The
only
only way
get
to get a dog
sure,
off,
it
to
is
get a
the
dog
only
off
way.
here, if you just... I hear you suck it off. That's how you get it off, yeah.
Oh, that's the way to cat you. Don't forget, there's
You're
kids
watching
who
too much Bonnie Blue, you lad.
Too flat here.
Must be on your phone.
Move a dog. Good ball that, but like the fullback cannot sell his wicket like that. Like it's
The fullback knows as well. He's still...
American soccer guys got to have a word with him. Oh, he's blowing kisses like that's what they must have been arguing over there. The Neto and that fullback. That's what that's over.
Who's this cat?
He scored a load of goals for Columbus Crew. Him.
I bet you did He's
got a Palestine. Is that a Palestine badge on his thing now?
looks like, yeah. No, it's at Sudan.
Sierra Leone.
Sierra Leone,
like
yeah.
that.
And America. Must take him ages to wash his face. Look at the size of his head here. He looks like a...
Who the fuck is that
He
guy?
looks like Kyle Walker off Timu.
That's what lad, you've just reminded me of the US soccer guy on Twitter when he says he does know, like it's a no mark, he always say it's like, for instance, Alexi Lalas and some other guy. And it's fucking boss. Or they're playing against a team, it'd be like Chelsea playing against some other guys.
Some other dude.
Have to get a few
Louis Garcia's a bit of a silver fox, isn't he?
Oh, he's aged.
I like the way
He's
he's got his
aged like a
Everton
fine
thing.
wine.
He's got his Everton.
His little blue thing
Yeah.
there, yeah. Everton. Yeah. He didn't go over the line.
What I don't like here is they just presume they've got TNT, The Zone, and then Vanda Pharmaceuticals all over it, which is, I'm like... And then they don't tell you the players' names. So, luckily we know that's Louis Garcia, but there's two lads there, we haven't got a jar of glue who they are. And they haven't put up a caption to say, here's Bollock Chops here, played for Columbus Crew, scored 15 goals.
Anyone in the chat know who that
Pharmaceuticals?
Timu Kyle Walker is on the... Oh, you can't see, can you? They're not on the fucking American channel like us.
No, we're on the American channel, but like they're missing a turn here by not putting them on. So the Stanley Cup is taking place, final, and it's the Oilers against Florida. How in National Hockey League, which is ice hockey, have you got a team from fucking Florida playing in ice hockey league? Isn't it too hot for fucking ice down there?
We had the Jamaican bobsleigh team.
Yeah.
Phil Redom. What a film
But
that
the
was.
Oilers, Edmonton, isn't it? They're like that. I would
Edmonton.
imagine Canada, they'll be a
Edmonton,
big...
yeah.
And they're playing against
I think my cousin lives there.
Florida
In Edmonton.
team in ice hockey final. Anyway,
But Florida, you must have ice rinks in Florida.
the Stanley Cup's like the holy grail of ice hockey, isn't
See
it?
the
So
size of Sophie.
yeah.
That's size of the table.
Yeah. Do you know what I like about the ice hockey?
They don't.
You just fucking have it if someone wants to have it. Whoosh, right in and bosh, you're having it, aren't you?
I know, when I went to New York, they had the ice hockey on, and the day I got there, and I was saying, I'd fucking love to go and see ice hockey, just like...
They have players hired in the team though, just for the straightener, don't
Oh
they?
yeah, they have like, he's the hardest one, get him on, just cause a little bit of fucking aggro, and it messes the feng shui up with the team, doesn't it?
Happy Gilmore was going to be a
Ice hockey player.
ice hockey player.
Yeah, he was
before
in
the
between.
COVID.
Happy Gilmore 2's out soon, isn't it?
It's been coming out for about
Has it gone a bit
fucking
woke,
6
has it?
years.
I know.
When is it
Do you know
actually
the thing
coming out?
is, I just don't see how, like...
You can't be better.
No.
Well, you gotta watch it, aren't you? But it's like how...
gonna be
how
too
in the
woke.
modern era, how
just-
in the modern era can they make it, like, funny?
He's half cancelled, isn't he, Adam Sandler?
Yeah,
He's done a
but
Rogan recently, hasn't he? I haven't listened to
Has
it.
he, yeah?
Yeah, he's done a Rogan.
I
What's he
finished...
got cancelled for?
Being Jewish.
Or is he positively Jewish, is he?
I presume
I don't know,
so.
he is, fucking can't be not be, that fucking nose on him. Sorry, Josh.
He can't be cancelled for just...
No, I don't know, I don't know. I don't know if being cancelled or not.
It is a mad one, that, as that gets going now, because if they kick off, they both got... Iran must... I know they've been for years trying to get a nuclear program, but they must have fucking got themselves.
Very big fan. Could you reply to my Huel message? What do you think?
Who's that?
Gary Neville.
Get Neville. Have you done that, lad?
Gary Neville sent you a fiver. He said, "Hi Joey, big fan. Can you reply to my Huel message? What do you think about Huel? Can you reply to
Don't
him,
know what it
please?"
is. I'm hearing it's like Geopolitics, it's like sawdust and hay, butties.
Oh, I heard it to Neville. Neville's a lube, definitely.
Does it make you sexually attracted to your siblings? Does it make you want to
Do you reckon he
suck your friends' toes or your
Do you reckon he
people's
ejaculates
toes?
banana
There
Huel?
must be some side effects.
Yeah, definitely is. Your voice goes up a couple of octaves. As if someone's got your fucking balls in a fucking nutcracker.
Hello, Joey. Can't believe you said that about my wife.
Does it make you write your own name on your own trainees?
Yeah. It makes you ejaculate chocolate flavoured Huel
That's
all
a
over
strange
your
one,
missus.
isn't it? Who signed them off? Who signed them off and said, good idea this, you know? Should we get these on order?
Happy Gilmore 2 is out on Netflix.
So it's got to be shit, hasn't
Already
it?
out?
It's got to be shit.
It's
It's
on
gonna be crap if
Netflix,
we haven't
yeah.
watched it.
It's got to be shit. Are you sure that's out? Whoever said that? I'm sure I didn't see that.
The fans here is
Yeah, it's like a women's
peculiar,
game.
isn't it?
It's like a women's game.
Peculiar.
Like a women's game
No,
vibe.
they're not that creepy. It's not that creepy.
It is, look.
No, they're not creeps. When you watch
Look
Liverpool, the rainbow nonsense pottery over the back here.
What's that?
I don't know. It's a rainbow helmet, is
Is
it?
him going for it? Go on, son.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel as creepy as the
Look at
as the
himself
women's
going,
footy crowd.
yes.
It's like young kids and people who are having the first day out at the footy, like, oh, what's this game?
Is it?
Whereas
What
the
have you
people
got?
at the women's footy look like a who's who of the local
Yeah.
weird alerts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking of women's footy, did any of the women's footy players, apart from the Duggan goal we seen, which was a good finish, did any of the women's footy players do any good? Or I seen Bonucci throwing a tackle in on one of them.
Oh, fucking that Steph Alton one, it
Geopolitics.
absolutely nailed her. She'd be still picking bits of old Trafford out of her teeth now.
It wasn't a bad tackle, that though. Was
Great
it?
tackle, won the ball clean, he got up with the
No,
ball
he
at
didn't
his
try
feet.
and like whip it up either. She's just a momentum took it into the turf.
His momentum has took him into air, and he's just, as she's ran, she just got over him like he was a fucking
I would imagine
fence
you'll
at
see
3
like a
aces.
huge skill set between the ex-male players and the ex-female players in terms of size. Obviously, when you play the FIFA, you can see on the pitch how small the women are.
Yeah.
But obviously, when you watch soccer, you'll get a gauge because I know it's an exhibition match played at a lot lower intensity, but it's a gauge for how people move through time and space in terms of how tall they are or how quick they cover ground. So to see the ex-women players against the ex-male players.
No, I could, as I said before, but there was a woman playing up front for the World 11, and you watch second half, and sort of commented, oh, this Canadian such a body, like, oh, she must be like a celebrity. I haven't got a clue who she is, but she's fucking shit. Like the ball bounced off her and she ran, and like when she consoled it, she fell over it. I'm thinking, oh god, who's this embarrassing celebrity here trying to play football in
That's some
Canada?
false info. Thrown out till the 25th of July.
Yeah, thought not.
No way, we would have watched it.
What is Happy Gilmore too?
Yeah, and then all of a sudden I found out that this Canadian up front was actually an ex-woman footballer. I thought she was a celebrity, she was that bad. So, yeah, some of the women, some of the actual male celebs looked alright. Like they could play a bit.
Well, that's why they're there. They obviously fancied themselves as...
No, do you know...
They will do against women now,
but you know, it was good. And then I found after it, yeah, he had played a bit. That Noah Beck, don't even know who he was.
Did he play again, did he?
Yeah,
He's American, isn't he?
He was good.
He played in university in America.
That's what I found out, he played over there.
Okay, it's
but
good
that's
standard.
a bad standard, that, you know.
Didn't see that one
It's
coming.
like fucking lollipop ladies and lollipop men playing over there, lad.
No, was it fuck? They're all athletes, lad.
Machines
Machines.
for the Minnesota Woodpeckers.
So what I'm going to bring in next time is my little show and tell. I'll bring in my big diamond ring that I've got.
Oh, your Super Bowl.
But you haven't got
Super
one of them,
Bowl.
have you?
What have you got, a Super Bowl ring?
Big Super Bowl ring.
Is it
Have
one of
you?
the ones that
For
you
winning.
lick?
Oh, they're the windows.
What you used to get in
Remember
school?
them belters, yeah?
Yeah.
Suck on them.
No, it's a big, got my name on it and that. Name and number.
Has it, yeah?
Big
Who's that for
big
the,
Hillcat. The Hillcat.
Arizona Woodpeckers.
The,
What was your team called? What's
the
the name?
One of the fish
the
flaps.
Rogers State Hillcats.
The which?
Rogers State
Was
Hillcats.
Parko your manager?
Sounds like a team of Family Guy, doesn't it? The Rogers State.
Was Parko your manager or not?
Scott Parkinson was the coach there for it,
Parko?
but then he left
He's
after
on
my
next week,
first
Parko,
year.
for the week, but we're going to Glasgow. So, because
he?
of the money, yeah, we bossed that, you know.
He's coming to Glasgow?
He's
He wouldn't
he's
be allowed
like...
to because he's
No,
into the
yeah.
women's footy.
Yeah.
isn't he?
Oh, no,
Cancelled.
Lad, he's literally like
he's literally like
women's
a
footy manager.
Women's footy,
Yeah,
yeah.
cancelled.
He's over there. Like,
Unless he wants to come and fight his corner.
I spoke to him, he wouldn't come on. Yeah, he said, listen, I fuck, I laugh at you on it, but I just...
It's a different sport, isn't it? Like, I don't think you could... It's
No, I
hard
think
for
in
them to
over
make
in
an
America,
argument.
there's no crossover, don't compare the two, there's no like...
No, women's footy arguably be
Yeah, there's
bigger than men's
Horny
over there.
Giroud's coming on.
But obviously, there's
Sexy
other things in
bastard, yeah.
America, like you can go to the Asda and buy an AK-47 and like...
But you can't buy a Kinder Egg.
Well, so what I'm saying to you is, just because the Americans do it doesn't mean it's the right thing to do. Like, I would imagine in Norway and Sweden,
Lad,
there'd be a lot more equality from the women's footy because they've...
America is fucking bananas.
Yeah, America is bananas.
Lad, this is embarrassing, this stadium, it's empty.
They can't buy Kinder eggs because they're deemed as dangerous.
The top tier is empty.
Had the health hazard Kinder eggs, they deemed. But the next shelf is an AK-47.
Yeah, because the kids will... Obviously, the Kinder egg is a dangerous egg because the kids could eat the fucking stuff on the inside because it's inside the egg. It's like a cream egg, isn't it? You eat the inside. So you can see the confusion.
Oh, the toys?
For young kids. And obviously, if you go on the average IQ, I think the average American's IQ is lower than the average English.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, only just though. It's a couple of points lower, I think.
And they do like chocolate.
You do know that the average female IQ is higher than the average male IQ.
Yeah,
so women are actually, on average, more intelligent than men.
That makes sense.
Absolutely, it does.
Yeah.
I was watching the thing on Bin Laden on Netflix.
Well, I employed
really
fucking
good
9 women
in
men.
The amount of women who helped bring down Bin Laden, and I'm going, do you know what, actually, if you were an intelligence gathering force, you'd well rather have women than men. They get fucking way more shit done.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know what I mean? But also then you need the men to do certain other roles, don't you?
Because women are too smart to start running into the mansions with fellas with AK-47.
No, yeah.
Send the SEAL team.
They're not going to go on. They're not going to go on the oil rigs. They're not going to go on.
Unfortunately, Claire doesn't get on SEAL Team 6 because she's not 6'4" and you can't fucking absolutely slot people.
Hoorah!
Hoorah! Lad, it's a mad story that the helicopter crashes and all that.
I've seen the first 2 episodes.
It's good, really.
It's bosh, you know.
I like the Cold War one. Before it's the same series, isn't it?
But it gives you a bit of the geopolitics,
Yeah.
why it had to be Iraq and Afghanistan. It's interesting to get that perspective of it. It's a good little documentary.
George Bush was a little snide individual, wasn't he?
Yeah, we've had a 20-minute half.
You know what? I actually the more time's gone on, the more and more I've grown to like George Bush. I just don't think he was a very simple man. You know what the best thing is? When they fucking tell him something mad's happening, he goes, talking serious, and then he goes, now watch this drive. The steps on, have you not seen the video?
Yeah,
That's the steps on the tee.
But that sums up America.
Like that. You know he's into traffic because he's
we
looking
are
up.
going to be like...
Yeah, we're going to go for them. We're going to... But like that sums up America. That little clip. That is America in one clip. It's just...
And you go... Yeah, he
didn't even have a top.
I'll tell you what, he's still in good shape there, Big Oliver.
He's a sexy bastard, isn't he?
Look at the stadium's empty, lad. This is a farce, this thing. This is a nonsense pot.
Remember his goal he scored? The fucking...
They should have invited a couple of women's teams to this, make it a full nonsense pottery competition.
What's that?
This is not serious. If you can't sell tickets, there's no demand for it, is there?
It's America. I think put it in Asia.
No, lad, they get fucking 80,000 to the opening of a baseball game. That's 9 innings, 10 innings. Not happens for fucking the first 2 hours.
That's one game. The fucking men's rounders.
There's no interest in it. There's no market for it. No one wants to watch Chelsea. No one wants to watch LA.
In America, they play men's rounders. They play netball. They play fucking rugby with body armour on.
They're seeing it in America, like the MLS, like the way have you seen the Stasi, what's it called, the East Germany football fans program?
Yeah.
It's Stasi FC or something it's called. So they used to go there to politically, like, because you weren't allowed to gather in big groups.
Yeah.
So they used to go to the match to share like the political beliefs and stuff, or talk about obviously the oppression and all that they were in, because if you just spoke about it in the pub, you just get fucking thrown in jail.
Yeah.
So they're saying the MLS is now like the liberal thing where they all go and be all like,
is it? Yeah.
Like gay and fucking woke, yeah, to go and support the team. So like
a complete invasion of what football became in the West.
So they're getting beat like 2-0, 3-0, and they're still like, come on, like fully cheering and all that. It's a bit like the women's footy.
That's exactly. Well, have you seen what they've done? We didn't speak about it last week, but I was fucking outraged. Aston Villa have done. You know the way you get credit to build your credits up to get a season ticket, and you get to like, oh, you're away game credit to this, add to it, and you get a, you build your credits up to get, eventually you get a season ticket or whatever. They've now added to the list of things to build your credits up, women's football. So to go and get a men's season ticket, to build up your credits, you've got to physically go and watch the women play football to get a men's season ticket at Aston Villa.
They're forcing it on, yeah.
I've
resisted it.
Tell me if forces is on you without telling me if forces is on you.
Yeah.
It's just nuts.
I've been resisting it. I don't know whether you've been aware of this, but I've been quietly resisting this takeover process of it. And I will no longer engage in the nonsense of it. It's unsustainable.
And what's got worse again, like obviously we've seen all the accounts come out for all the women's teams, and yet it's unsustainable. All of them are losing money. It's not a sustainable business. So what did he do? They go, I know, let's make a good idea of increasing the number of the teams. So they're now going from 12 to 14 teams in the WLS.
Yeah, great.
And it's just like, just stop. Try and fix the game as you've got it now. It's not working as it is. By growing it, making more teams, that's not going to fix it.
It's the same way I think we're at the risk here of overkilling, and at some point the Dutch tulip bubble will burst, right? It will burst. Obviously, geopolitical wars and breaking out doesn't really help. Finances flow, but eventually the bubble will burst, and playing these tournaments that are dead, like it just doesn't drive demand to watch elite level football. It's just watered down shite to get more money out of the consumer, to get more money out of fans and bring new fans to the game. Money. This is all this is about. Making more money for FIFA, making more money for the clubs to justify the obscene amounts of money that obviously are washing around the game at the minute. And it will burst at some point.
Yeah,
when, I don't know.
There was a shocking stat. I'm not going to quote it because I can't remember what it was. But the people who watch men's footy, women included, the crossover's not massive to like watch women's footy. So where you think a lot of the women are watching, say Everton women, say all the Everton, there's loads of Everton women season ticket holders who go to the game. They have
all with L postcodes.
All with L postcodes. Well, with purple wheelie bins. But not many of them have done the transfer over. So it's like less than like 5%.
Come to the men's team.
Come watch the women's footy. Who watch the men's footy?
Yeah, because the different that's
what I'm saying.
Sports, aren't they, really?
That's my point. Is the crossover is minimal. What they thought they might catch some of the men's team, women's fans, and they haven't.
No, they don't. Because this is what they're failing to understand. They're failing to understand that not everybody wants to watch from support football. So their logic is, if we can get your bird and your mar and that into it, that's more people who consume the game, and we need more new fans introduced to football to drive more money coming into football. So there's this endless cycle of consumerism, so that you download a wallpaper for your phone and you buy a key ring it's just merchandise, and women spend more money than men on average every year. So if you actually don't appeal to women and women buying into football, whether it's Chelsea women or Chelsea men's team buying a Chelsea keyring, you're just ruling out a big consumer who would buy your products. So it's basically a financial exercise to try and get, instead of buying a Givenchy fucking handbag and paying $5,000 for it, Chelsea have done a collab with Burberry on a fucking jacket, and I'll buy that. That's £1,000. That's 1,200 quid. Like that's the market they're going for. They're going for all-out consumerism, because it's just how much money can we get out of this? Because we're now having to outlay X amount of billion for Chelsea as a product. We need to be able to have multiple revenue streams coming in to offset, the £1 billion Todd Bowley and the ownership structure of Spencer's as Chelsea custodian.
Does that pressure get through to the players, you reckon?
But also in the midst of that, you got to pay for
Cucurella.
Jesus Christ!
That's like one of my shots.
He got show and go though. He done the happy. But actually, Cucurella still kept the position because he stayed inside. He made the finish harder.
He narrowed the angle for him.
Like he got done, but he got done outside. If you're going to get beat, that's where you get beat.
Yeah.
You get done on the outside because your keeper's got a chance of helping you out. If you get done on the inside and he chops it,
it's a goal.
Keeper's dead because he just, keeper's up against it. But again, even though he gets done, Cucurella, for any young defender watching it,
this is a mad setup here, where they got
outside.
to 3 at the back, Chelsea, and Cucurella's actually gone in and pushed that's Caicedo and pushed Lavia up.
It's a 3-2 build, Tuchel builds that way. Like this, the Zerbi's building a little bit that way with Marseille. There's only a couple of options how you can build. It's
just important,
especially if you're a passing team and you're trying to break a team down. The thing you would worry about here with Chelsea, they've obviously got Madueke and Neto wide, is how slow the ball is to the front side of their team. Brilliant.
Yeah. Oh, fucking class, anyway.
I seen you tweet Joe the other day. That got a bit of
I didn't like the we obviously had the dream team in Luke Littler and Humphreys, who got fucking
Didn't he get
dusted.
fingered, didn't he?
But they got a bit of stick, didn't they, off the crowd in Germany, and obviously lost in the first round to Germany, and obviously were favourites to win it. And at that point, I mean, I didn't really care about it anyway. I didn't watch 1 second of it, and when I seen them go out, I cared even less. And then when they said it was a brilliant cup final, World Cup final between Wales, Gerwyn Price and Northern Ireland, was it? Yesterday? Yeah. I was like, watching the US Open here, no one's asked about the darts, mate. And obviously the darts fraternity have got after me today saying, well, we are.
Listen, darts is not a sport, it's a game. That's end of debate.
Philip Howard Taylor is one of the greatest sportsmen.
And he's fatter than me.
Yeah, he hasn't been on the pen. Oh, he's been on the CBD with... seen him on the CBD. No, seen him on... is Anthony Fowler's got his company? I've seen him on that.
Yeah.
Oh!
How's that gone out?
Wow.
He's dead that off the line there. Why has he just done some mad, crip handshake there, that fella at the back post?
He could be in the Crips, that's why.
What, you clear off the line, don't do a big mad handshake like that, do you?
One of them.
What's happened here?
I don't
Oh, is that off his arm?
Does he know much about this?
Is that off his arm?
That's his head.
Oh, it's just
Oh no, I don't think he knows much about it, because you wouldn't have had it there if he did.
So nonchalant,
yeah.
It's so bad though for the look for the tournament, isn't it, to just see that amount of empty fucking spaces.
Yeah.
It's just not a good look for the tournament. Like if you're Infantino there, you've got to make sure that the kids in them areas in that are getting free tickets and that stadium's fucking full.
Why is it in America?
It must be something to do with...
If they'd done this in England, every game would be sold out.
He's so good, you know.
Yeah,
it depends on the pricing. It depends on the ticket pricing, but this will be something to do with testing the stadiums out for the World Cup. That's on its way.
Yeah, if this was in England, this would be sold out.
It would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It depends on how much the fucking tickets were, by the way, because if they've been charging $400 or something for tickets,
it wouldn't be sold out.
Is that what they were charging?
Someone said to me that some of the tickets were $400 and then initially, and then they thought that obviously people were going to be buying them. No one's been asked, so they've had to drop it to 40. And then no one's been asked, and they're like at the point that they can't even give them away now.
If Liverpool were in, it'd be $800.
Oh, Liverpool will be there, yeah. You wouldn't be able to get in, would you? Do you know what I mean? Well, Atlanta, you must have a big... And then again, no, you won't have... It's not a big Bangladeshi community, is it? Atlanta, it's got a little small one.
We don't know. It could be.
The Norwegians, big Norwegian community.
It might be. Well, you know, you never know.
Liverpool! It was a strange tournament, though, to be World Club Trophy and Chelsea are there, but Liverpool aren't. I don't kind of get that.
It just went on because Chelsea won the European Cup after us, and it started that year. The points tallying started that year. I don't know how, but obviously, and then we didn't qualify for the season before Champions League. If we'd have qualified, we'd have got enough points or something. I don't know. Remember when we didn't qualify, me and the Europa?
Strange though, isn't it? Like if you're them and you've given an invite to Inter Miami because Messi's there.
Yeah, it's not just that.
If surely you fucking want Liverpool there. If you're trying to sell the biggest club tournament and build it as a brand, you want the inaugural one to feature Barcelona, Liverpool.
You do. If
Bayern Munich are there, Real Madrid are there.
If I'm an owner of this company,
well, it's better having them than fucking Auckland.
I want to sell tickets.
Auckland fruit.
Yeah.
What are they?
If you want to sell tickets, you want to sell tickets. You put Man United, you put Liverpool, you put Real Madrid, you put Barcelona. They're your ticket sellers.
Yeah, it's a strange.
Well, should have scored.
What's he moaning at? He gets fucking absolutely
ragged
out on the inside.
He just gets armed off it.
To be fair, he does ever so well to get in.
Just gets armed off it.
Was it Neto? Yeah, get on the weights, lad.
Yeah.
Tough angle, though.
He pulled it. He done the right thing, yeah.
Good save, yeah. Good save. Will Ferrell would have been about to streak through the quad there.
We're going streaking! That's still one of the best films ever, that.
Oh, well played.
That's when comedy was fucking
That's when
gold,
comedy
though.
was comedy.
Old School's a top movie, innit?
Old School.
So good.
We're going streaking!
Yeah, Step Brothers, he's world class in.
World class. It's like
Elfie's unbelievable in.
Elf is so good. I know him. Senna!
Funeral Crashes, what's that?
That's
Wedding Crashes.
Wedding Crashes.
Wedding
Wedding
Crashes.
Crashes. Owen Wilson as well.
I watched that not long ago, lad. What a film that is.
Chas
honestly.
Rhino.
It's just
Them two together.
Oh, lad.
I didn't
Owen
like
Wilson.
What's the other one he does?
The one I
Where he's,
didn't like.
Ron Burgundy, Anchorman, innit?
Anchorman, but I
Anchorman.
didn't like, what was it, Thunder? What was that one he was in?
Oh, Tropical Thunder.
Didn't like it.
No,
It's not
it's a
Tropical
bit of
Thunder.
a... No, I know what you're on about, though. That's the team, the name of the team, isn't it?
Yeah,
Tropical Thunder.
isn't he an ice rink dancer?
No, yeah, no, he's a basketball team, isn't it?
No.
That's the team, Tropical.
Where he's a dancer, an ice skater, someone will know. In the comments.
With
yeah.
the fella, the weird fella.
Oh, fucking... Yeah.
With Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, what's it? Yeah,
his
with
name,
Napoleon
yeah.
Dynamite.
Yeah, so
Blades of Glory.
Blades of Fury.
Blades of Glory.
Blades of Glory, yeah. Didn't like that one. The one that
No?
thought, no, didn't like
There's
that.
a few you'd
Hilarious,
have to
lad.
watch again, you know, with him in and that. There's a few you'd have to watch again,
I'll
yeah.
watch it again, but I
There's the
wasn't.
other one about the basketball team.
Oh, fucking
Tropical
hell.
Heat or something, is it?
Oh.
Tropic.
Tropic
No,
Thunder.
No, it's not
Something like
that.
that, isn't it? Yeah.
It's not that. That's a different
Um,
one. That's with that Robert
What's
Downey
the one
Jr.
where he's
Yeah,
got
where he
Eva Mendes
blacks
has his
himself up.
beard and he
So
like
funny.
legs at it and Mark Wahlberg can't get his head round it. He's like,
Yeah.
legging it the bar the busies. He's
It's like they're like the police, aren't they?
The police, yeah.
And he talks to her like shit. And he's like, what the fuck's going on here?
yeah,
The,
what's
the
that
other
called,
guys.
lad?
The Other Guys,
The Other
lad.
Guys.
Great film, that.
Yeah.
Wow, what's the ice skating one? Someone's got to know it in the
Blades
chat.
of Glory.
Blades of
Oh,
Glory.
sorry. Which
Yeah. Blades of Glory.
No,
that's
the
one I didn't
basketball
like.
one, sorry.
Oh, the basket. Is it Tropical Thunder?
Tropical
No,
Heat
that's
or
with
something.
Tropical
that's Robert
Thunder's
Downey
where Rob Downey
Jr.
Jr. blacks himself
Yeah,
up.
and like Jack Black and that in it. And
That's
they're acting,
funny.
but they're like going to war. I haven't watched that for years.
Because you had the first part of comedy was, remember like
Jackie Moon, yeah, but it's not called Jackie
Jim
Moon.
Carrey, Ace Ventura and
remember
all
like 9.5 Gun. What was that?
Leslie
Leslie
Nielsen.
Nielsen. All that comedy.
Naked Gun, yeah.
Naked Gun. Oh, so good. That comedy
Hot
going into
Shots you
that.
had, didn't you? Remember Charlie Sheen? and
Hot Shots Part 2.
Yeah.
I thought you started in that one, didn't you?
Hot Shots. Great
Someone's got to
movie,
know
that.
this basketball one.
Yeah, you don't... like
Dodgeball.
Jim Carrey was brilliant, weren't he? Ace
Dodgeball
Ventura
was
and
so
all that, he
good.
was
Oh,
fucking brilliant. Dodgeball,
Pet
Ben
Dick.
Stiller and all that, yeah. What was the other one that they Meet the Fockers and all that?
That was a bit later on. That was when it started dying a little bit for me, the comedy in the films.
I know, they were good movies
Meet the
then.
Fockers.
though,
Meet
like-
the Fockers was funny.
Meet the Fockers was a good movie.
Meet the Fockers was good.
Step Brothers is up there, one of the best films I think I've ever seen.
Facts.
Like, absolutely laugh your head off, don't you? Even now when you watch it, you just
Yeah.
like... That lad who... Because they're doing Talladega Nights, they were in as well,
Yeah.
weren't they? Ricky Bobby.
That was the
that's
one with
also
the
one
race
of the
Him
best
and
car.
that, what's his name? He's got like a double barrel name, hasn't he?
Yeah. The ugly one with the curly. What? The big
Dale.
alpha.
Dale
This
Dobach.
is- his name's
is in that,
Dale.
isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Dale Dobach, but I don't know what his name is in real life.
John C. Reilly.
That's
John
it.
C.
John C.
Reilly.
Reilly, yeah. Zoolander, someone just said.
Zoolander. Oh my god, that's class. No, but Step Brothers is...
Semi-pro, the basketball film was
Semi-pro.
called. That was doing my head in.
But Step Brothers is probably the best for me there.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Fucking
Step Brothers
hilarious.
is top of the range, yeah.
Step Brothers was just where they build the bunk beds.
To be fair, that old school is funny though. That old school
Yeah, it
is a
is.
fucking cracker.
Oh yeah, that old school just got some. But even then, you had the like with a little. Not it wasn't a spin off, but it tried to be it. It was like remember McLovin? What was that film?
Superbad.
Oh,
Superbad.
That was a great movie.
That
Yeah.
was so funny.
Great movie.
So good, that.
Even like something
That
about
was like-
Mary was a great movie.
So
yeah.
what made it? What about 10 times? Yeah. Where he chases on each
Yeah, my baseball, yeah, my baseball. You look like what's her name? Baseball, Don't touch behind Cambo's ears. What's her name? Lad?
What film is it?
Don't touch it. He gets
Something about
filled in.
Mary.
He's got the brother who's like.
You see
like
my baseball?
And he goes like
I
that.
think
He
I've
goes,
seen
He
that, man.
touches your ears, he just gets fucking
but he
battered.
tries to play a trick on him where he goes,
he
but
go-
no one tells him, and he goes
Hey,
like that
he
with the
brings it-
baseball behind his ear.
You've
and
not
he
seen it?
does it.
No, but please tell me you've seen something about
I
Mary.
don't think I have.
Oh, yeah,
I'll
it's
have
a
to
good
watch it
movie,
then.
yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
With
Cameron
that
Diaz
reaction.
back in the day, Ben Stiller, isn't it?
He gets told.
Josh Woogie.
He gets. Woogie, that's it. The fella with the ears. It's Woogie.
Woogie's the one who comes out
Woogie's
in the
with the
rash.
ugly fella, yeah, the ugly one, sorry, yeah.
But no, he's what's the brother's name?
Ah, I don't know.
Do you want a different vibe?
Ah,
One of the best films I've watched, and I watched it the other day first time ever. The Prestige, have you seen it?
Yeah, Prestige, the magician.
And,
Everyone says I look like Christian Bale. Everyone used to come up to
Who
me saying,
says
like,
that?
honest to God, everyone used to come up to me and say,
Fucking
my God,
Stevie
don't have
Wonder.
like Christian Bale. No, obviously not now, I'm going to Silver Fox.
Christian.
More George Clooney now, isn't it?
Who was it that you got on the Twitter today? I was laughing my head off. Something you look like them. I'll come to me in a minute. I was laughing my head off at it.
Oh,
Can't be worse than me sometimes
is
though.
it?
I look like fucking.
Is it?
I'm still getting Wayne Rooney. I still have to see that picture of him
Rooney must be
today.
fuming if you're
in
getting
the
Rooney
chat.
off there.
Oh
You big
God!
conker, he's got a full head of hair now. You've got a big conker on there. You can't be getting Rooney off anymore.
I'm not getting Rooney off now. He's fucking well
You
better.
look a bit like, I'd say, remember, no Sam Smith? Campbell's got
Not
a
the
bit
gay
of Sam
fella.
Smith. You have got a bit of Sam Smith about you.
I was going to say in you. Then I'm going to say fucking hell, lad. Bit of Sam Smith.
Yeah, you got I think you look a bit like Sam Smith.
I'm getting Pitbull, like with sunglasses on.
Pitbull?
Mr. Worldwide.
No.
Yeah.
I know what you were on about, Pitbull. Did you see that fella the other day who looked like Pitbull in the Pitbull concert, and he was just on the noise up, and they were all the birds were chasing him up the escalator and that?
At the Pitbull concert, they all went with ball caps on.
Yeah, but there was a fella who they all thought was Pitbull, it wasn't him, and they were videoing all the people's reaction to it, and he got chased up the escalator, and he was like laughing in the air, going, fucking, just couldn't get his head around it.
No. It's when I went to races, everyone said look like Pitbull.
Mr.
Pitbull,
Worldwide.
yeah, you got a bit of Pitbull about you there.
Mr. Worldwide, look.
Big boss man, you got a bit of the big boss man about you. About you there.
Big boss man.
Here's the lad.
R.I.P.
That's what I
Is
said,
the lad
didn't I?
coming on here?
60 minutes, I said, here he comes, you
Good
get a
save.
goal
Fill
here.
his boots, yeah.
He's done alright, this kid George.
Keontae George, is it?
Oh,
Young
someone's
kid
put a great
out the
shout in. This
academy.
is an underrated film, Along Came Polly. It's a good film as
I've
well.
seen it.
Adam Sandler.
Don't think I've seen it.
Really good.
Adam
It's got a
Sandler
good
had a
story.
few good ones.
but it's so funny.
Live adverts.
Yeah, live advert. This is what I mean, it's just money, lads. Just the soul's
That's
gone,
mad.
isn't it? Look, it's gone.
Someone said they agree with the Sam Smith shout, to be fair. It's not a good
The
one, though.
soul of
Sam
football
Smith,
is
never
just for
had
sale.
Who's this, Saka?
Fisher them.
Timu Saka?
He's not bad, this kid, this
Fisher them,
George.
yeah.
Fisher them.
If you remember, he changed the
Fuck
game
off.
late in the season last year, last season.
Finidi George?
No, he was a player for Needy George. This is the weirdest crowd in football.
Little Nicky.
Little
Nicky's a
Nicky's
great
alright.
film.
But listen, if you have not seen something about Mary,
Oh, I'll have to watch
you
it.
have
Who's
to
in
watch
it?
Have you
Oh,
got
lad. Me, myself and I.
It's not Jack Black, is it?
No.
Lad, I was just going to say
Me,
there,
myself and
literally
Irene.
going to say,
Oh.
in terms of funny movie, in terms of the role played, Jim Carrey in that
Oh.
movie is fucking...
Me, myself, and Irene?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. When he turns into Hank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
remember the film?
When he's in the busy
God.
station.
No.
Honest to God. When Hank gets out, but he still pretends he's not Hank, and he's just like having a big dildo and all that. Honest to God. He's like, what was you doing? Sure you knew it wasn't me. She's like, no. He's like, fucking Hank. Like, honest to God, he is fucking world class in that movie.
Yeah.
Best
Well,
actor,
that's-
I reckon, Jim Carrey.
Oh, he's hilarious, yeah.
Jim Carrey, best film.
Best actor. Lad,
Best comedian actor, yeah.
He was brilliant as the Riddler. I remember him in Batman.
Dumb and Dumber, he was the class.
Dumb was
Dumb and
incredible.
Ace
Class.
Ventura.
Yeah, the first one. Ace Ventura is incredible movie.
Ace Dick.
Pet Detective.
Got a classic, but we used to watch it all the time when we were kids.
Got a book on that.
Road Trip.
He got booked in the first half.
Patrick
Totally.
Swayze.
No. Remember with
What's that one?
and the Backwoods Man, the Backwoods
Oh,
Man.
Tom Green.
Tom Green.
Road
Oh.
Trip, what's that one called?
Where he-
Roadhouse.
No,
I'm
but
thinking
it's
of
Road
Tom
Trip.
Swayze.
Where he,
Yeah, I'm thinking of Roadhouse.
He eats the remember he finds the deer
The
that's
elk,
dead.
yeah.
And he
Someone
puts
said-
and he puts it on him.
Like, he is a
Oh.
funny cat, him. Do you know
Bruce
he's the
Almighty,
one
though,
who...
for
Bruce Almighty's
Bruce Almighty.
He's the one who
Okay.
started Rogan on the podcast and him, that Tom Green.
Is he? Yeah.
Yeah. Rogan says he got it off him. He said he went and he recorded the show there and he was like, fucking hell, something in this.
Yeah.
He's a mad cat, isn't he? He's back on the telly, he's doing something, him, you know. He's back mooching around on the socials.
He's that film.
Good enough.
Remember that he puts suits on backwards, walking around his room.
Backwards Man,
The
yeah.
Backwoods Man. The
What was that
Backwoods
film
Man.
called?
Road Trip, wasn't it?
Road Trip, yeah.
Oh, he was peculiar, him, but
Yeah.
funny man, innit?
Yeah,
Funny
Tom
man, him.
Green.
Shows you how good this game's been when we're just clicking through the...
The
This game has been
comedies.
an absolute drivel, by the way.
Here they go. They'll blow them away here. They should get another couple late doors. The Americans will blow the gaskets, won't they? Monster
Liar,
Energy,
liar.
Come down.
Oh, Jim Carrey must have.
Jim Carrey's got a back catalogue like the Beatles, hasn't he?
Liar, Liar is a great movie. Great movie.
Remember?
Jerry Maguire's a top movie, lads. Top. up
Yeah,
there.
it's good, but
Felix
I mean,
Good, Cuba Gooding Jr.
I sometimes
Tom
really want to
Cruise.
put a funny film on, and like the other week I put on, remember Shallow Hal?
Good movie.
Oh, so funny.
That's just a couple when you used to have a couple of sherbets in you, weren't it? We had one too many sherbets. I've seen a few of the lads
few
get
shallow
Hal
Hal.
disease. Seen a few lads walking down the street with shallow Hal disease at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, Shallow Hal.
Shallow Hal wants a gal. Tony Robbins is in that, and he's the one who
Is he, yeah?
hypnotised him in the lift, yeah? Know
Is
the,
he? Oh, yeah, at the
performance
start
guru?
of it, yeah.
He's the one
Well,
who...
what's his deal, Tony Robbins? He meant to be like an energy.
Nah,
Like,
he's just like he's a guru, isn't he? He's just
It's good
like
to
the
bingo if you can
American,
get in. It's like
Mr.
Rick Rubin,
Motivator.
isn't it? If you can get in there, plus black people, like you
Yeah,
just
you
sit
can-
in silence and in the fucking...
like selling oxygen, innit? That's what he does, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I got this oxygen bottle there for you, and he blags it's like the
I
best
think he must be
oxygen.
good at what he does, though. He must be like...
He's a good blagger.
Yeah,
That's what I mean,
He
because
must be good at what he does. Because people, it's not what you know, it's how they make you feel, isn't it? So he must make people feel good for them to part with how much fucking dough they do.
Yeah, 'cause there's a lot of dough, and he sells out wherever he goes as well,
Yeah,
doesn't he?
smashes its head in. But when you listen to him talk, you think, fucking hell, I'm fucking feeling upbeat here. So obviously, he can do the shallow, whole hypnotising stuff.
Yeah, yeah, in
His
real
mate's
life.
the cracking in there, isn't he? Who's like you and his little mate. He's trying to keep his rug. He's got the little rug on the back, and has he got a little dog tail or something like that? His mate.
Yeah.
He's got a little tail on his back or something.
yeah, a little big little bun.
But he's like got high expectations, and he just won't have any. He's like, no, look at the toes and all that. She's a 9 out of 10. He goes, oh, look at the toenail there. Like, he just finds something wrong with birds all the time. Yeah, good movie that. There was a few of them. He had a few Adam Sandler, like that Billy Madison and all that, didn't he? Like before.
Yeah, Billy Madison was
the
quite
one with
good.
the Big Daddy's a cracker with the kid.
As well, yeah.
Yeah, Big Daddy's good.
He had some good movies.
But his first one was he wanted the golf one.
Who do we have now who makes kind of comedy movies? Who would you say who's kind of comedy actor?
Kevin Hart. Oh,
He's the main head.
James Corden.
oh fuck off.
What is he in? What's he in?
It's too. You
man,
can't do
James
it no
Corden.
more. No, I don't like him. It's
don't like
you
Don't like
can't.
him.
No.
I like him, but
James Corden?
Oh,
You've been allowed to be the biggest cunt in the world, isn't he?
Yeah,
James Corden?
he's meant to be an
Not heard the
absolute
stories about him.
dog.
every time I've met him, he's been sad.
He's meant to be an absolute.
Remember
He's
that
probably
time?
be.
He's
Probably
been
walk away and you go, what a prick he is.
I think he's as funny as AIDS.
Yeah, he is.
I'm not in, is that the lap down with the little run?
Yeah, a little
Little
back
bubble.
on, a little Michael Owen one he done.
Little stop and go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it. He does
Yeah.
ever so well.
He's
He's
done
good
that
at
so
acting,
many
yeah.
times at Ipswich.
does ever so well.
I like him.
I would have been happy if Everton had signed him. Why'd you laugh? Like, why did he do that?
Can't help
Was
it.
he not in our fucking...
No.
Could
No,
we
I
not
don't-
have
I
got
don't
him
think
for
so.
30 mil?
No, because Chelsea did.
Yeah, now they have, but Everton must have been in that conversation.
Yeah.
And the conversation lasted about a minute.
Well, he went and signed the wall, didn't he, facing the
and
main stand.
Yeah.
So he must have been thinking about it himself. Thinking if Chelsea don't come through here,
Oh, is that Cole Palmer?
Oh, why has he done that?
He's number 10 now,
he's
isn't
not
he?
arse lad.
Changed his number.
He's just rushed all of that move.
that's not like him, that.
No, he just rushed it. He's used dead. Well, saying that.
Oh,
how
what a
many
ball that is,
times-
by the way.
Lad, they've done them with Street, haven't they?
He's rushed that.
Lad, you get 3 goals for that in American football.
They've done them with Street
Yeah.
there with like a basic thing.
He's gone for maximum points, hasn't he, over the...
Yeah, he's actually
Over
looking
the
as if
top.
he's aimed up there as well. As soon as the ball leaves his foot, he's gone. Have I hit Rose head or what?
It wasn't an easy angle, but you'd expect better from
You'd
Cole
expect
Palmer
him to
there.
hit the
Like,
target.
yeah.
He's just rushed it.
So what's the big thing for this LA team then? Just to pitch yourself against Chelsea, just to see what the level's like, where you are.
Yeah, I just think it's the rotors. You got to have so many teams. Is there 2 teams from American in this?
Well,
Fucking
Miami are in for sure.
Yeah, sorry, yes. There's Miami, these. There must be someone else as well.
Are the Hillcat Bobcats who Noah played for not in there, no?
Hillcat Super
New
Dupers.
Orleans Dolphins in there. Quailbacks.
Well, some mad teams. Who are the maddest teams? That Auckland must be the maddest
What's
one,
the
obviously.
maddest team name you played against while you were in the States?
You must play against some mad
Must be a
Mexican.
name where you're like, how the fucking hell is that even a place that we just played there?
Some mad.
It was all like just like Midwestern state, or that was like they were the best ones around at the time.
But
Did
you
you play any like
Nationals,
Quaker
did-
universities or like the evangelical Christian
Yeah.
unis? Or
Lad, I was in
Park on
I was in
Manage.
you must have been in
the south. I was in the
there,
deep
yeah?
south. Yeah, it was like Methodist,
Yeah.
Baptist, and all like places in there. Mad, like they were all shite as well. To be fair,
But you must play some mad Mexican teams though.
lad, like fucking. You've
Yeah.
never seen
Popping it.
technicals like it. But he didn't like a little rough and tumble. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they don't,
Kicked
do
him
they?
once and like game
Head
over.
gone.
Head gone.
The ref's got a camera on his...
I
Yeah,
know.
seen it
setup
there,
here.
lad, yeah.
Absolute nonce behaviour.
Yeah,
Seen
this
it.
is.
Seen it.
Cannot
It's,
believe I haven't seen the stadium.
They're obviously trying it out for players then. It'll be a bit
Gotta hit
video and no
Don't hit it.
swearing
Oh
at
my
refs, shouting, effing and jeffing at refs. It'll be captured and
Fuck you, bloody! Bloody
can
fuck
be
you!
used against them. So obviously if they're a brand, now all players are brand, does this gain a bit more respect with the referees? Because the last thing you want as a brand is effing and jeffing at the ref, and then someone releases the footage of it or the noise.
Yeah, Dave Wood's right
is
there.
Is it a way of them getting
Comedy's
more
not as funny
content,
because it's the PC
different
brigade.
perspective and trying to raise respect with officials?
Yeah, when you
How
got
bad was the
Rock.
woman ref in that game the other day? Did anyone see that?
which one? Which game?
What was I tweeting about the other day? And I was like, she ruined the game. She was reffing. It was a man's game. I don't know whether it was the first game of this, was it?
Oh, don't know.
No, it was at... wasn't it Belgium against Wales? Belgium-Wales, maybe?
No, there was a woman ref in one of the games we were watching, and she was
Yeah,
just
I'm
like
sure,
horrendous.
it was at one of the internationals. It might have been the third place of Portugal and Germany, was it? Oh, sorry, not Portugal and Germany, France and Germany.
Yeah.
Oh, no, of course, it was the England game.
Oh, yeah. It was.
England
Against
have a
Senegal.
woman ref?
Yeah, against Senegal, yeah.
Senegal.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah. How bad was that game for England? Fuck me.
They just look. I think England have gone backwards.
Is it a weird one of Tuchel's figuring his way out with the group and giving people minutes to rule people out, or the Jordan Henderson
Lad, he
worried
played,
me that call up, and then Ivan Toney one was a bizarre one. I'm not
Ivan
saying
Toney was a bizarre call-up for me.
He played Curtis Jones right back and Reece James centre mid.
Is he giving everyone a run
Reece
here,
James
or
left
are we, like, what are we really asked about? How do they do at the next World Cup? Or are we worried, like, in terms of that we're going to be non-competitive, or?
Well, we obviously want them to win it, don't we?
Yeah, I don't think they're as good, the team. I just think, look, if all of us now picked our England 11, all of us would pick completely different teams.
Yeah, but in terms of the England squad, no matter what squad England put together, England will go as one of the 8 fancied teams.
Well, it's the best league in the world, isn't it? The Premier League. And normally what happens is the best teams
players come from
in the best leagues in the world. That nation wins the competitions, like the Champions Leagues, the Europa Leagues. Like if you look through the decades,
the Germanys, the Italys,
Germany's and Italy's,
yeah,
like Italy's in the 2000s, Germans in 2000 in the 90s, Spain in the 2010s.
There's a
like
few
generally the top competitions
come from the top leagues.
Winners come from the top national teams.
But I just think our Premier League is only 50%. I mean, the thing about Premier League is all the English players need enough playing there. There's only that Angel Gomez, isn't there? Who else is there who plays outside the Premier League, out of England's squad? Harry Kane, yeah.
I think we have a problem. We have a problem in our league in terms of our league houses a lot of the top.
There's 4, literally half the 11 there.
Our league houses a lot of the top foreign players.
Yeah,
but that restricts opportunities for our top players. So I think we're actually mate. We're shrinking our player pool.
No,
whilst our league's the most dominant because financially all the best players come here, whereas Spain a little bit less financially right across the board. Obviously Real Madrid, Atletico, Barca separate, but the rest of the teams, so they'll have to actively encourage giving younger Spanish players an opportunity because they don't have the financial power and they want to sell to the English side. So we have to be careful. We've got a really good crop of players, I think, but they're all very much of a muchness. I don't see us having a great team. Do you know what I mean? I'm looking at it going, Harry Kane's been a great goal scorer, but we can need some legs around him.
Yeah.
We've got loads of good number 10, kind of number 8 type players, whether it's Foden, Palmer, but they all kind of play in a similar slot. Yeah. When I look at the team, I don't sit there and go, right, that's a fucking good side. Like, we still don't know what
defence.
You're playing Curtis Jones at right back when you've got Trent there. I'm like,
just
hang on a minute.
Told you when I haven't
England team should turn up and we know, right, he's going to be right back, he's going to be left back. Like, Gary Neville's going to be right back.
They have 3 top right backs in the squad. Walker,
but again,
Trent and James.
They haven't got an identity. Like Tuchel hasn't brought in, right, this is how we're going to play. This is how we're going to win a World Cup.
But when they brought Trent on, where did he play him in the first game?
Is that Rain? Oh, that's a kettle.
And they brought Trent on, I don't even know who playing, but you're right, it's like...
playing against Andorra, it's like a fucking ski resort.
Did anyone watch the Senegal game? Did anyone watch it?
Yeah,
I watched the first half.
Only because I had them in my coupon, them in Republic of Ireland with fucking Luxembourg, drew 0-0. I'm like, what the fuck?
Bad times.
Weren't good enough.
Tough times. I thought Republic of Ireland got to beat Luxembourg.
Illiman and Dye ran the show, didn't he, against England?
Well, the first half he was fucking outrageous, and Guy as well. It's fucking
that
everywhere.
Let's be honest.
Guy, yeah.
Like, let's be honest. Like, that shouldn't be happening.
No, it shouldn't, but it did.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be happening for England. England players shouldn't be getting dominated by those type of players. It shouldn't be happening.
Yeah.
At Wembley, it shouldn't be happening.
It's the defence, England's defence. I just don't think...
He's got to find his team fucking about. He's got to find his team as quick as he can. Like Andorra, shit results in terms of only winning them 1-0. He should be beating them 5 or 6, 7, 8-0. Do you know what I mean? But they're not qualifying games. The friendlies, aren't they? So again, but you know, is there any for the international team? For me, there's no such thing as a friendly. It doesn't exist.
Where's the movements off him?
It's goalless.
Oh my God.
He's offside though anyway, yeah.
How's that stayed out?
The first one was off, the first pass.
Is it the Euros next
tell you
year?
what.
Is it?
Yeah.
Chelsea have been a bit lucky in the second half. They've had a couple of opportunities here.
They've had 2 or 3 the second half.
Yeah, LAFC, they've had a couple of opportunities. I fancy Chelsea to come on a little bit
I think
stronger.
he's offside, yeah. Him.
Yeah, he's off there.
No
But
spoilers.
I mean, credit to LAFC, they've made a bit of a fist of it second half, and he is offside there, but they're certainly knocking at the door. They haven't given up hope of getting a result here. Bank of America. Mercedes-Benz.
It's mad though when you go to America and you watch like just the telly itself. It's just adverts.
Yeah. How do we get more money out? Yeah. How do we
Every
get more
10
money
minutes
out,
there's
yeah.
adverts on American telly. It's
Well, that's
just
how they make money, mate.
outrageous.
That's how they get the big spondulix. Someone's got to pay for it.
Yeah.
Someone's got to pay for it, lad. And when you're playing players and it costs as much as it does. But the thing is, when you see baseball and
It's
American
2-6
football
now,
and all that, like they have a completely different pay structure again, astronomically even bigger than football.
Oh yeah, but basketball is outrageous. But it's because there's a smaller pool of players really, and it's
And
still
it's performance based as well, isn't it?
and
It's
you
not,
and you don't get. Is it
not the-
is it
not a base
NFL?
rate like
You don't
this.
get paid in the off
Exactly.
season. Or
yeah,
is it
yeah, you do,
So-
just a lot less.
your salary's not like.
Yeah, dips down
Yeah.
massively, yeah. But that makes sense from a cash flow purpose.
Does
'cause
make
you've
sense.
obviously
No
got-
money coming in.
Yeah. So they load them, yeah, during
During the season. Oh, that's good ball, that.
He's made some good runs, considering he's not played with these. Great knock,
Chance.
gotta be. Yeah, that's it.
Delap with the assist.
Enzo, yeah.
He's got one of them daft hand things on. Why are they all doing it? Enzo.
Fernandez.
Delap
Enzo
assist.
Fernandez. It's that lad.
My goals, to be fair.
Delap runs the challenge there. Challenge.
She goal at least looks like that fella. I'm in the entry.
Delap runs the challenge there. Great little run. Good find from Cole Palmer.
That's a great
And
run. He does that.
And then just puts the ball in a good area. Neto takes the first runner away.
Touch as well, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Brings it down the 6-yard box.
That's a great ball, you know.
Yeah,
He just lifts it into that little penalty spot zone, doesn't he?
Yeah, how do you want them, yeah? I mean, the midfielders, I have to see this back a little bit, but it looks like he's just switched off a second and allowed Fernandez to get the run on him.
You need to go back a bit more than
yeah, he
that.
got good finish, to be fair. Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Atlanta. Is
That's Atlanta
fucking,
Stadium, though.
Yeah, it's empty.
That's
What
just
does it
Atlanta
own,
Stadium.
60,000?
I don't even know how it's
Atlanta
for the MLS.
Falcons.
Does
No.
it hold 60,000?
The MLS team.
70,000.
It's nice, isn't that the
70,000?
Falcons? I'm sure as I said before, it's the
The
NFL.
Mercedes-Benz Stadium
Some
is
stadium, mate. It
defo
is some size stadium.
Atlanta Stadium.
Atlanta United, it's not the,
Yeah, the
not the
football team.
football.
I thought
No,
it.
like
Not
the
is it a soccer team or the
Yeah,
football team?
It's a
I
soccer
thought
team
it was-
stadium.
Soccer team.
Okay, I thought that was the
Oh my
NFL.
God, they got an advertisement in the middle of the game here. There's
It's
an
the
actual
middle- in the
advertisement on
middle.
in the middle of the game as the game's going on. They haven't even showed us the rest of the rosters here.
Get that off.
Anyone ever remember when? What was that? Was it when cable was out? There was this. Was it a channel or?
Make it that.
Oh, he's in?
With a chance, yeah.
Oh, he's in.
I've done too much, mate. You should have a shot. You pull a trigger
Was
first
it
time.
Channel 4 or Channel 5 used to have American adverts and used to come on for about half an hour?
Was it B5 that?
The adverts come on, it's just like all pharmaceutical stuff saying, oh,
Yeah.
had a
You
problem
must
with
be
this,
sick.
Take this pill.
Yeah.
This will sort everything out for you.
The Falcons both play there, and the
Oh,
Footy,
Dude, yeah.
both of them, yeah.
Oh, so it'll be a slide on, slide off pitch then, won't it?
Makes sense, like.
Be a grass pitch and it'll slide on for the American teams.
It makes sense with that.
Yeah, Art something his name is. Art Blank is it, the owner of the team. He owns the Falcons.
Is
and, to be fair to them, Atlanta have been like the top dogs in America. They're like the Like-
He was.
They
the
dusted
number one
Miami,
team.
didn't
The
Yeah,
footy?
or up there,
Soccer?
yeah. Up there, yeah.
Soccer.
Soccer.
Do you remember who they had a few years ago? The striker, Colombian. I know his name, but I'm just asking you.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Jackson
I do.
Martinez.
No, it was Joseph Martinez. And he was like,
Martinez.
scoring.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember
Bradley
on
Wright
FIFA.
Phillips tore this
He's
apart
head
though.
on
Bradley
FIFA.
Wright Phillips was like
Bradley
the
Wright
fucking
Phillips
man out there,
did tear
mate.
the MLS apart, yeah.
Bradley was the man out there. He was fucking absolute netter.
Remember
Where
that
was he at?
Martinez? He's about
New York
4,
Red Bulls.
5'4", wasn't he? That
Wasn't
Martinez.
he linked with Newcastle,
Almiron was come from
He
there,
was linked
didn't
with Newcastle as well, him though, that lad.
Was he?
The goal scorer, yeah.
Martinez.
Joseph Martinez.
Well, he took Almiron as well.
Almiron came
That
out
same
there.
year.
Brad Guzan still playing in goal there. I seen him someone score past him the other
Yeah,
day.
Messi, and he's scrapping with Messi.
Yeah, Brad Guzan. He was
Suarez pushed him in the goal. It was funny that. Oh, he's
Yeah.
Venezuelan, sorry. Poor geography for me.
Venezuela, which has got the biggest oil reserves on the planet. 24% of the world's oil is 24.4% is in Venezuela.
So was Almiron? Does
Why
he not play for these now? Did he go back on loan?
They are.
Is
Just
it?
not all of them. Be some of them.
Because Almiron went back, didn't he, to Atlanta?
Yeah.
So is he back at Newcastle now?
Back there.
Was
No,
he only
he's
on
back-
loan?
No, he's back there. He's gone back, hasn't he? Hasn't he left Newcastle permanently? I thought he went back to Atlanta.
Nice that.
He hasn't really kicked on this in Cuckoo, has he?
No, he's meant to be getting off, isn't he, this summer?
Is it Christian or Christopher?
Something like that, yeah.
Do you know what that worries me about words? Is that like the Bundesliga translation sometimes it
Doesn't work. You can say that about
doesn't
most
work.
leagues, though.
I know,
You
but
can say about
that's
most
why
What
I'm
leagues.
scared.
has that been done?
Yeah,
It's
look,
113 million.
No, 100 million plus 16 add-ons if we win
Plus
elected.
16 add-ons.
16. 100 million up
So
front.
100 up. So you paid 100 for them.
Yeah, and then 16 if you win the league and Champions League and all that stuff.
That's not a bad deal then, is it?
Not bad, no.
5-year deal, 7-year
5-year
deal.
deal, 200 grand a week.
Is that all he's on?
200k, 200 big
That
ones.
all?
It can,
Fucking hell.
it can go to
No,
260.
so I just seen some mad numbers. Like
Yeah,
that
yes, there was loads. That was on the Athletic that said he's on 200. It's the deal's 200 grand a
So
week.
what does that do to your net spend?
It depends on this year, puts it through the
Have you
roof.
seen
So if you don't win this year, how are you going to talk about net spend as the excuse? You know, you usually use that as an excuse. You won't be able to this season, will you? You have to take that off the excuse wheel.
Yeah, there's one for you then.
Take that off the excuse wheel, and we'll take that off for next
I
season.
guarantee you will. If Liverpool have more than 100 million
We'll
net
have to take the
spend,
Dave Coote one off because other
I'll-
refs are against
I'll-
the one off. 'Cause
if
Dave's
Liverpool
now
have more
doing
than
the
100
parcels.
million net spend by the end of the summer, I'll be shocked.
Liverpool will be 250, yeah, no danger.
If we have more than 100 million, I'd be shocked.
Liverpool are spending 250 mil net spend. You always cook the books with all that.
All
bollocks.
ball. No.
Getting 50 million for Nat Phillips and all that off. one of
Watch
your
how much
fucking-
we get for Darwin Nunes
Well,
then.
Darwin, I hope he goes to
Yeah, Celtic
Atletico.
will pay you 80 million for him or something mad.
No,
like
he's
that.
going-
Cook your books.
Alvarez on the way back.
Leverkusen will give you 80 mil.
I reckon we're going to get Alvarez.
I've got a feeling we're going to get Alvarez. From
Yeah.
Julian Alvarez.
The
Who
little
played,
fella from
Atletico, Man City.
Atletico.
played
Yeah.
for City, swear. Serious rumours.
Yeah.
He's a good player.
Yeah.
Well, he is now because he's linked with Jews. You haven't fucking mentioned him before.
No, he's had a good year though, and he's had a good year in the
player.
La Liga.
He was a good player at City. City shouldn't have sold him. Another one where you
I
got to
think so,
question
yeah.
Pep's.
Yeah, player
Decision-making.
picking.
Oh, the ball.
Oh, unlucky.
But like all of a sudden, as soon as Liverpool like, good player him, you know.
Well, he is.
He's a good player while he was at City.
I know, but I'm
He
just
just couldn't
saying
fit in
all
the
of a
squad.
sudden, I don't know how he fits your team, but you have to in any slot you trust.
No, I think he fits it. He's like, he kind of plays the false nine. Like,
So that means
Bobby
if he
Firmino
comes then,
role.
that's the end of Jota, because he's that type of player.
Yeah, I think so.
I hope Jota goes. I hope
think
Jota
that's
and
it.
Nunes, we get some dough for them.
I reckon Jota's gone. I reckon Nunes is gone. I reckon Randy Robbo looks like he's on the way out, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
he's going Atletico, so
Yeah.
that could be the flipping then. There's your flipping.
Yeah.
Robertson goes to Atletico.
We get Alvarez plus a bit of dough,
Alvarez.
something. Plus a bit of dough.
Sure, you fucking idiot. Fucking Andy Robinson's about 69. Hey, by the way, Robbo's done you a seat there because you've been flirting with all kinds of left backs and he's just gone, fucking that how it is, yeah? Have a bit of that.
To be
Go
fair,
Atletico
no, there's no.
with Simeone, mate.
Listen, there's no problem with Robbo. He's absolute legend. He's won the lot.
He
He's
speaks fluent Spanish, you know, if you've not heard him in the presses.
oh, what a little ball that was. See that?
And he's going
Tell
to
you
get
what.
Robbo number 66 on the back of his top at
Oh,
Atletico.
see, Trent's got 12, hasn't he? 6 plus
12th
6.
man. 12th man.
6 plus 6.
I can envision the world here where Trent mightn't start for them. If Danny Carvell gets
I
back
told you.
and has the bit between his teeth, he's going to fucking want to fight Trent for that position. He ain't going to give up playing for Real Madrid. He's
Danny
a competitive
Carvell.
motherfucker.
Play
Carvell.
right back or will he play?
He'll play right back, won't he, Carvell? He's a competitor, him. He's top player, World Cup winner, European Cup winner. He ain't just going to sit there and go, yeah, this fella's just going to take me jersey at Real.
Carvajal
He won't take that without a fight.
Is a better defender than Trent. There's not even any question about that.
Yeah, I get that. But Trent's not been signed to defend for Real Madrid.
I get that. But there's going to be a point where Real Madrid need to defend a lot of the
Real Madrid
time.
might play him. Trent as the right midfielder and Carvalho as the right back in a big Champions League game.
Just I don't know what it would. So
And
we
Trent
know
can invert him from there, or
we don't really know what Alonso's. Is he going to go with the 3 at the back and put Trent on that right? Is he going to go? He said the rumours is
this tournament will give us a bit more of a fucking idea, won't it?
playing
Right,
Wednesday, aren't they? Wednesday, aren't they?
Listen, Alonso's idea
bowlers
will
just
start
come on.
to, it might change during the season, but it'll start to. This is a big game tonight, isn't it? Boca Benfica,
Yeah,
Cavani.
Did PSG play someone last night or something?
Beat Atletico
yeah. Let's go
4-0.
4-0. Let's go. Man got sent off. Someone got sent off.
It's meant
Let's
to be
go.
a ridiculous
Vitinha got man of the match
Didn't
again, didn't he? Vitinha.
Did he? Yeah.
Why can't he not win the Ballon
Goal.
d'Or?
I said this last week.
Goal. Oh no. Vitinha.
Yeah, I said this last week. Why can't he not? I mean, he's
No.
been the best midfielder in the order.
Why
this-
always like he's the best every week. He was controlling them games. He was winning man of the match every
No, they
week in
give
the
it
Champo.
Rodri. They're not putting older midfielders every year winning that, lad. Every now and again, a defender gets on, or a keeper, or an older midfielder.
A
Most
keeper?
of the time, yeah, every now and again.
His keeper had ever won a Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
Who?
Leviash.
Yeah.
The Black Cat.
Leviash
Well,
did win it.
1942.
Dino Zoff must have won it.
No.
Dino Zoff must have won a World Cup, Ballon d'Or. So must the Black Cat. I think Leviash was a Ballon d'Or winner.
Oliver Kahn.
Nope.
No.
But what I'm saying to you is most of the time it'll go to attacking players, wingers, strikers, kind of goal scorers, goal makers. Rodri won it last year in the bit of controversy with Vinicius Junior. So I don't think you'll get another older midfielder winning it this year. I think they'll go outside that. It might be Dembele. It might be Doué.
It's gonna have to be him,
It
yeah.
might be someone like
Doué
that.
won't
but
win it. Dembele. Oh, that'd be shit though.
I
But
think Yamal will have a sniff of it. Yamal,
PSG being the best team. That kind of
yeah, but I'm saying in terms of individual, it doesn't always go to the best team, does it? Like Yamal must have a sniff of
Who
it.
won it last year?
Your mum's have a but I don't think he's been the best player for Barcelona.
Well, if they'd have won the
overall.
Champions League, I know it's ifs, buts and maybes, but like they got to beat in the semi-final, and then what he done with Spain again there against France the other day.
That's got to be taken into account, yeah.
Yeah, won the Nations League. I mean, individually, what more can he do? He's certainly done more than anyone. I know Dembele's had a good season, but I think certainly in terms of individually, I think he's had as good a season as anybody. Salah have to be in the conversation, but I think the fact that he's an Egyptian,
Playing for Liverpool.
no, not to do with the Liverpool. I think the fact that he's an African, and like I don't think that massively helps the players.
It doesn't, I don't
Although
think
George Weah's won it, there's
Yeah,
plenty
but-
of African players won it.
plenty. I don't think that. You're right.
George
and
Weah's won it.
I know George Weah. I don't think anyone else has.
No
but-
other Africans won
I
that.
don't think so.
No, well, that's not sure.
No other Africans have won it. Only George Weah.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah,
they
you
have.
might be right
That'd be
there.
right, yeah.
Etu, Samuel Etu.
No,
won it,
no.
Oh, yeah, George Weah is the only African player.
Yeah, I said no one of that.
And you're thinking, do you know what? Considering how many good African players there's been over the years, your Drogba's and all that.
Drogba, that Chelsea team in was 05-06. That's
Also, yeah.
but it's- didn't concede,
Drogba
like,
was
He conceded 15 goals in a
all
season. or
season
something, didn't he?
ridiculous, wasn't he? That Drogba, mate, he was
Yeah, but they were
unplayable.
the first team to have like that
That
much financial backing. Well, in the Premier League they were.
Yeah, but they also the first team where Mourinho had them drilled, where they used to win. How many times did they win 1-0? Remember? They used to win 1-0 every fucking week. They
They were a
score.
winning machine. They were a
score
team
and
built to win
just
leagues and cups, weren't they?
Shut shop.
They were a
Someone
team
just-
built to win competitions like that, and you'd have to be frugal.
Yeah.
You know, they could blow you away and win 4 and 5-1, but also they could go to Bolton and deal with the onslaught that was coming away and grind a 1-0 out or a 2-1 and having defending fucking absolute meatheads coming in your box every time they get an opportunity to do
Excuse
so.
me.
Is there a chance of Messi winning the Ballon d'Or this year at Miami with the World Cup coming up in the
Do you know what?
States?
With its FIFA, don't put it past
Is
them.
the game completely gone then if that happens?
Yeah.
No, let's say he lights the tournament up. I can't see it. I think his best is behind him. Certainly, once you get into the kind of elite level of European.
Well, remember when he left?
Fest last night, weren't they? And 0-0.
Yeah, the first game. Remember when Messi won it? When Van Dijk still won it? When Messi just moved clubs and won nothing. He didn't win a single thing, and then Van Dijk won the Champions League, and he was the best player. And then they give it to Messi because it was like kind of like here's another one for you before you sort of retire from it.
Well, yeah, but also, as I say, the attacking players tend to get favoured. That's why it was a surprise to see Rodri get it last year over Vinny.
Yeah,
for me.
but Roger was a better player last year.
But I think there was a bit of Real Madrid politics going on there. I think there was something more at play rather than... Rodri was brilliant, but it was a toss-up between the two. Like
me saying Vitinha can't win the Ballon d'Or, but Rodri's not a match winner.
Yeah, I'm just saying I don't think they'll go for back
Again.
to back.
Yeah,
I think they'll go a bit more attacking with
If I was going to pick mine, I'd pick him.
Vitinha.
Yeah,
I think he's been the best.
He's been the best player in Europe this year.
Yeah, I genuinely
He's
am.
been better than
winning
Mo Salah. He's been better than
No, sorry, I'm just basing it off what they've won.
Isaac.
Plus, because obviously what you win, Champions League always makes a big, massive... Who won it last year? Rodri?
Lamelle.
I'd say yeah.
Lamine Yamal.
Pedro Neto,
listen, it's
the
going to
superior
Dembele.
player of the match.
It's going to Dembele.
Superior player of the match.
What the fuck's that meant
So
to mean?
this
He's
is going
man
to
of
be a
the
problem
match.
though, because they're not allowed to do the superior player of the match, right? But they've got ale attached to it. So what
That's a
happens?
pen.
What happens for the our Muslim friends?
Ah.
Because that's why you can't have a bottle of champagne now
But
after
it's-
the game
but
because of our.
But the Saudis are
friends with
sponsored as well.
religious,
Say money talks.
So that's what I'm
Money
saying.
talks.
It's actually sponsored here by an ale
By something
company.
that's
Oh, so
haram.
Haram.
Yeah.
Haram.
But again, so what happens if
Plays left wing for
Neto's
these.
won it? He's a Brazilian, so he won't be asked. He'll have a few sherbets, no danger. But what happens if one of the people who don't practice
Yeah,
alcohol
listen.
Well,
money
lads, that
talks.
was 120 minutes we will not get back in our lives, I think.
I think it was only 90 for the game.
Yeah, half an hour at half time.
Half an hour, yeah.
Why do you have 20 minutes at half time?
15 minutes for the teams to
Do you
come
know,
out.
to be fair to them, LAFC
Second half, I'd look at
had,
good
had a little bit of an off and a puff. I thought they were going to get pumped there.
Impressed with the lap coming on.
Don't know, like, didn't you?
Yeah, impressed with the laps movement. Look great. Look sharp.
Can we see this tournament being a bit of a grower? Can we see it capturing the imagination?
Absolutely
look at
not.
the crowd.
I don't
no?
think I'll watch another one, to be
If they've
honest.
done it in Europe, I reckon if they've done it in
It's only the opening
England...
games, lads. It's only the opening games.
Saying if the final's
not-
going to be something big, like I say, Boca Juniors versus Rugby, something mad like, which is going to be...
The fact it's for 100
But
mil...
did anybody see all the Boca Juniors fans in Miami going nuts on the beach?
Yeah.
So they're going to bring a noise to it, like, and then teams will compete like fuck because they'll want to make a move to Europe to some of the big sides.
That might be worthwhile
they'll
watching.
be fancying them. You know, you're champions of South America. You want to get fucking rolled over by Chelsea? You go, well, having these cunts coming here and beating us. So it could get spicy. It could get a little bit more serious. And if there's 100 million for the club that wins it, that's going to be flicked on to the players in terms of there'll be big bonuses. And I bet you as this tournament starts to go deep, it's a month
What's this
long,
nonsense
innit?
here?
There'll be fucking people. The ratchets will start to get turned up because I reckon the money and the bonuses will start to get dialed up.
Next Monday, if we want to do it, obviously we'll see how we get on.
Oh God, next Monday before Glasgow.
Yeah, we got to get one in.
Seattle Sounders.
We might be the same when we come back from Glasgow. Might be the same.
No, we won't be able to fucking sing words.
We're no
just
chance
do
of
it.
doing anything.
We'll have to
do
do
it Monday
next
night
Monday,
stream.
and then we'll have to skip the next one.
No, like, can we do it when we get back from Glasgow on the
Not
Monday?
I'll still be
chance.
coming back down through the Orion asteroid belt Monday. I'll have one of the. I'll have a week of asteroid belts to navigate to get back to this planet.
Seattle Sounders.
Bag of sugar, just more.
Seattle Sounders play
Against the new,
PSG.
Arizona
Oh my
Hillcats.
Or Atletico Madrid play Botafogo.
What
Brazilian
times
team.
though?
8 o'clock, both of them.
Both of them okay, yeah.
So we could do them.
Hopefully the tournament grows. Like
Yeah.
the fans start to turn up because empty seats is just not a good look, is it? Not a good look at all.
No, pathetic.
I think it depends where it is as well in America. Some states are more soccer lovers than others, aren't they?
Yeah, I get that, but because it's like going from Italy to France to Belgium to Luxembourg,
To
you know,
Germany, yeah,
the
it's-
big places.
Yeah,
but
if it's in like Cali.
Yeah, you're not getting many there.
No, I reckon you
Too
get...
woke there.
the thing is, if you get like
Put
the
the most,
Mexican
no?
sides
New York?
playing in one of those places, or
New
Boca
York.
Juniors playing in a big area that's got a big Boca fan base, like San Diego or something, you get a
Yeah.
load of Argies, it could go off, it could take off. But that's
Any-
a shit show with half the stadium empty
Yeah.
like that.
I agree.
Yeah, they won't like that FIFA. What's the biggest? Is it New York? Do you reckon that MetLife Stadium?
What's he?
That could sell a few.
He's saying here all the Boca fans are in Disneyland and not having a proper time. You would though, wouldn't you?
Where should we go?
You make the
Disney.
most of
Disney.
what, Miami.
Everton are
Florida,
going there,
what's it
aren't they?
mean?
My ma's going to the Everton tour in America.
Is she? Have
Yeah.
you seen Roma's been announced? Hasn't it? Everton
That's
Roma.
I've seen
that's
that-
here.
that the last
Rome
game
was announced
before
here,
the,
isn't it? Yeah, the Everton are playing over
We'll
in.
get into that.
She's going to New York. She's going to Atlanta. She's going there. Everton are going there. There's a
Oh,
few.
they're touring out there, are they?
Yeah, Everton are touring out there.
There's not much to recap on there, but can we just have a conclusion on our thoughts on this Club World Cup?
I'm going to give it a bit of time. I mean, I didn't like the empty seats there. I'd rather them be given to the fucking kids in the local schools. Or
Ask the women's do it. Let's why not them?
Well, it just doesn't. It's not a good look, is it, when you're trying to get people to buy into a tournament it's one of the biggest tournaments ever to win, and there's no cunt in the stadium, so it's that big that no one's fucking arsed watching it. Even if they haven't paid in, they should have been getting a load of the local kids in there and getting them seats full.
Yeah. I just don't like the way it seems to be a mix of like the FA Vase Trophy and the European Cup in one. It's like they're mixing these two like spectrum of teams together, and I'm just thinking it just devalues it for me. That it's like it becomes more of an exhibition tournament than a serious one for me.
And then you just get all these trying to nab a shirt.
Yeah, can I have your shot?
It just makes me grateful though that we've got the Premier League, you know.
I know, I'm missing it already, mate. I am missing it already.
Yeah.
Watching this shit.
Fixtures get released on Wednesday.
It's not long before it's back, is it?
What do you reckon?
Wednesday, is it?
Bets on what?
Liverpool at home to Leeds.
Liverpool away. Yeah, but it's definitely one of the new promoted teams, isn't it? Liverpool away to Sunderland.
Yeah.
I'll just go for that first day.
It'd
Yeah,
be nice if there was a derby, Everton Liverpool opening day.
Never. October the 16th.
I think
derby.
we'll go close. I think we'll give it a scare this year.
October and February.
Give what?
Yeah.
I think Everton will give it a scare this year.
The derby is.
We've got to look at the second half of last season's form. The Blues are going to be fancy for the top four.
Hey, top four. I'm thinking bigger than that. The way we finished under Moyes.
Yeah.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Slots honeymoon's over, innit?
Oh no, yeah, we'll Liverpool will struggle next season no matter what happens.
I don't know.
I think we'll struggle.
What's Messi on? He's just been the manager there, and now he's on the side here.
For all five of them.
Every one
Was
of
that
them
FIFA that was that real?
Is there any advert he won't do?
He must be absolutely rating it.
Super weighed in for it, like.
Yeah, he must be absolutely.
Doesn't he own a slice of Miami or something now?
He done the same thing as David Beckham.
That's
Did he? Yeah.
He done the same thing as Beckham. Yeah.
Gary Neville's not in with Miami.
He gets to own like a franchise in the future.
He'll get a percentage of the tickets. He'll get a percentage of the shirt sales, which will be daft.
Yeah.
The Inter Miami kits are nice, to be fair.
But they are batty as well,
the
though.
colours of them, like the light blue and pink, it's proper Miami, innit? Like GTA, Vice City.
Vice City, that's out next year, isn't it?
Lad, he's absolutely cleaning up.
Messi?
Yeah. When did you ever see his brand?
What's that he's getting like monthly?
I reckon when he has a shit.
Didn't he? Had all the thing in when the papers were coming for him in Argentina with all the Bregos, or every time he went on international duty, and because of his popularity, the people just got it shut down. Because they're like, hey, don't be coming for him. The other fella we had who was mercurial used to fucking be on the old yayo, on the old marching powder, and on the ladies of the night. This fella's only having the ladies of the night. Just leave him alone, will you?
Yeah.
He's relatively well behaved, and he's fucking winning his World Cup, so fucking leave him alone. But
he is though, and he's a generational talent, isn't he, Messi?
The best that's ever played the game.
Ever. That World Cup was like the best thing I've ever seen.
Now he's at the arse end. He's not there, is he, anymore? But like, it's still great to see him.
I'm agreeing with you, but I'm just still gutted that R9 had his injuries. I just think if R9 had a full career,
yeah, if your anti-abolic should be your uncle.
That'd be a good debate.
We've got the the body of work. And also, Maradona plays at a different era where you can't fucking absolutely hack him down like they used to. Imagine he was playing in Messi's era where you got VAR and penalties given for like Maradona. I think would have been even better than what he was, because back in the day, they could fucking hack him down. Pitches was shit, and the refs allowed fucking violence on him, like fucking outrageous tackles on him.
Yeah.
Right, lads, are we hanging around for this?
No, not hanging around for this nonsense.
Of this shit?
No, that's us done. What's this nonsense here?
This is the.
All right, so that's us done. We will convene next Monday for round 2 of the Club World Football 25 Championship, where we'll have all the rosters from the soccer dome in Arizona.
Who's playing?
It's the Arizona Hillcats against the what's your team called now? The
Boston Buccaneers.
Roger State Hillcats.
Roger State Dolphin Hunters.
So apparently, sorry, quick one there. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon in America there. That's why it's probably so empty. People are in work.
Like our stadiums at 3 o'clock are always fucking empty, aren't they?
Why is he playing at 3 o'clock in the afternoon?
On a Monday.
It's the Club World Championship of Championships.
Yeah, but people are just being work.
Why is they even planned that then for English TV? For
Must
Western
be.
Western
TV?
telly, yeah.
It's Monday, 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Do you reckon he's on the skinny
Well,
band there, Giroud?
Is he for? Well, we'll see. The Benfica are playing next, aren't they? So we'll see what their
Boca.
what their state, what their
Yeah, it might be a bit of a later game. Benfica,
Yeah.
Boca.
Tonight?
yeah,
What time does it kick off?
about an hour or
Couple of
so.
hours.
We're not
Right,
doing
I'm gonna
that
get
one.
home.